Thank you, everyone, for showing up. I'm going to give you a little quick recap of what's been going on. So last Wednesday, we played for our first session, and the guys found themselves on the road. So they were transferring their bodies from one location to another via a caravan run by a dwarf named Bort. And Bort is a vendor. Good guy, good fella. Everyone likes Bort. And
he's a chef.
He's I don't know if he's a chef, but
Bort.
So
now I can't unsee that or hear it.
Yeah, I can't either. That's terrible. So thank you guys for ruining yet another character. And
you're welcome. Anytime.
So the guys found themselves on board with a new crew, and the new crew was involved with a number of people. So there were two twins on board. There was a person who was a little gnome character hanging out with the horses and oxen. There was a half-orc quartermaster lady that takes care of stuff. There was a really old elf named Cookie that's one-eared, and they were all headed back towards a small town called Etrin's Folly. Otherwise known by some of the crew as Plakestone.
They don't call it that no more.
They don't call it. It's not something polite to say, but they do call it that. And along the way, after discovering that Plakestone had once been afflicted by a mighty plague that wiped out over half their population, leaving them a very tiny little hovel, the guys were basically told they were going to get finally a nice sleep once they get to this little podunk town. And armed with that knowledge, they set off. Along the way, they were ambushed by some wolves, and by some I mean a pack of 12 angry, snarly, flea-covered wolves, and one giant alpha.
Acid face.
That's right, he had acid breath, which I didn't get to use. I was kind of sad about that. They dispatched it a little quick. Oof. But they did get whoa!
Oh my!
He's got a beard.
Oh boy! He was getting props.
There it is. He invested in a dwarf beard. Nice. Oh, that's so good. I like it. That's a nice improvement. Thank you, Levi, for that.
That's fantastic. I feel like I need to get a spicy Mike facial hair.
You definitely need it. You need to just grow it and then shave it down the middle. I mean, you don't have to.
And then have it like braided on the sides.
Yes, very much so.
I'm ready.
That's so good. So they found themselves beating some wolves. Spicy Mike displaying some epic fighting prowess in that he took a lot of damage. He botched a lot. He fell in his own blood. He was, however, immune to fleas. So
totally freaking immune to fleas. You know what I'm saying?
After the guys got involved with the fight and won, they ended up noticing the carts had been stuck in the mud as the horses bolted. And they spent some time, got the cargo and the wagons ready to roll, and they got on their way. And they found themselves finally into the small town, a shitty town as advertised. And once they got in there,
it's not called Plakestone.
It's not called Plakestone.
No,
so as they drove through the town, they discovered a lot of hovels and things that were looking like they had pretty much rotted out and collapsed. And finally, they found one location that was the Feedmill. And the Feedmill is basically a tavern slash bar slash inn, I guess. And by inn, we mean a couple lofts above the stables where these guys are going to get to sleep. They're inside, you know, it counts.
It's indoors.
Inside.
That's about as much as we can call it.
So they ended up deciding to take a little bit of time to take a look around the place while Bort was selling his goods. And they came into a mostly empty bar with a barkeep behind the counter named Delma, who runs the place. And he's wearing a Canadian toque. It's awesome. I guess we'll call it toques there, Air Laser. Awesome. Toques.
Like with a
Hey,
like
Poison Ivy.
and brandy wines.
Hey.
AIV.
So anyway, we are there, and they
Go at the Canada airport, huh?
Oh, well, so it is an official Canadian tour.
The Canada airport, like there's only one.
Well,
That's what we want to do.
So anyway, we got into this place. They met up with Delma, and we got a little spicy sound going on right now. It's nice. And they also were encountered by an individual named. You guys remember the name? Did you guys ever get the name? I guess I should have asked that.
How many
Poison
points are we
Ivies.
up to from this 3 Maloon?
You're already up to 2.
We're maxed.
We just got more.
I want you guys to remember, however, that hero points cap out at 3 at one time. So last time we went over, but that is not going to happen tonight. So pay attention to your screens.
We're at 2.
Yep,
We're at 2.
Getting you on there.
All right. I need to get rid of the 5 off my sheet, is what you're saying?
Yes.
That's what you need to do.
Because I had the 5 listed on there the other day, but I'm taking it off, then I guess I'll take it off.
Yep. So anyway, they met up with a thug in the bar. It seemed like he was the only person in there besides a young, small goblin named Finnick that was running around basically tending the bar, doing busy work, and looking very scared of this man. And
He ain't nothing.
Scared
He's a
of
freaking
Howland.
punk. He can't even stand up when he's walking out the door. I'm just saying.
That's right. The boys decided to take offense at Harold's antics, and or Howlud, I should say, not Harold. And gave him a little taste of his bullery, and it was a good time. It was like bulldogs going after a bit of bait.
Spicy like fears no man.
That's true.
What I'm saying. He fears nobody.
So they did their best
His ass kicked
to get out of that scene, and then they found themselves in a busier bar. Once Howlud had taken off, everyone else seemed to filter back into the place, and it filled up. And when I say it filled up a lot. And there were 14 farmers that showed up. They were getting drunk. There was an old drunk knight that looks like he was drinking away his sorrows. There's some of the caravan guys that showed up. So let's kind of move aside so I can remember who all's in the room with us. The twins are here, Ulf and Ulf.
Happening.
We have Finnick.
How about Tamley? Is Tamley there? Or Cookie?
No, Tamley is not there. Gurdon is not there.
Or Glioda?
Or Golden. They are taking care of things. So at the moment, Gluten, I think is her name.
I'm taking notes.
That's awesome. So yeah, your quartermaster's taking care of business elsewhere. Your teamster gnome is out in the stable actually, which is behind the bar up here, and she's taking care of the horses with our halfling buddy that we met out there. And we've also got some appearances.
Delma.
And Louise.
Yep, Delma and Louise. Yep.
Delma's the halfling.
Delma
Stable.
is the woman behind the bar. So let me get my NPC list up real quick because
I wrote down Delma. Under halfling girl in the stables.
Delma and Louise. We made a whole fun thing.
Yeah, we made a whole joke about it.
Don't retcon it now.
Mel, she's a pelt buyer.
There it is. Edra is who you're thinking of.
Edra's the stable halfling.
Mm-hmm. And Edra is hanging out with Glunda, the other gnome that you guys have, out in the stables, getting drunk. And I'm trying to think if there's any other notables in here. Colnroll is in here. He's just kind of an average Joe, kind of a young, 20-year-old dad, essentially working a second job kind of thing. He's been waiting tables here tonight with Trin, who's also serving drinks at the tables. And Bort was giving the guys a whole bunch of stories about all of his tales and how awesome he is. We had some exchanges of stories about Ettins and all that kind of stuff. It was a good time until it got a little out of hand.
And it wasn't even our fault.
It wasn't your fault for once.
We tried so
Almost
hard
was.
to get in a bar fight.
You tried so hard, and yet they still served
To get
turnip.
the bar fight's a bit of exaggeration. We tried to dispense justice to a man who who needs it. To be honest, he's a little bit much, isn't he?
Oh, he's very much. So you guys were served some crappy turnip
Needs to be
food,
knocked down a peg.
turnip booze, and
Turnip booze.
the dwarves in this encounter were also having a little bit of trouble tonight, as some wild effects had occurred.
It's a crime. It's not.
Last time,
It's a real crime.
it was. Tell them what happened to you last time, and the other dwarves.
We'll see. I've been blessed in ways not yet foreseen because since I met with these men, the strangeness granted to me by the unknown has touched me in ways I'm not really ready for. It's made me allergic to alcohol.
And it's not
Now
just
I'm
you,
only
right?
3 foot. Now I'm 3'9" too, so I'm like,
He's really
think-
becoming a gnome. That's what he's doing.
Yeah,
Becoming a gnome.
I was really thinking about what he's saying, and I was like, I think maybe I was meant to be a gnome. It's like I didn't ask for that. I mean, I'm not offended, but I didn't know how I feel about that. There's so many feelings.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's all the feelings.
So yeah, Digbungle and now Bort are now allergic to alcohol in a bar, serving some watery turnip ale. They were served some watery soup
And
made out
point
of turnips
order,
as well.
So are all other dwarves within a 10-mile range.
That's right.
Dang.
It's a devastating
Not that-
effect.
Not that I or Bort am actually aware of that. So,
You're keenly aware of that, actually.
I feel an immense sense of guilt.
Yes. And we were just kind of hanging out, getting served the next couple items. So they brought out some burnt
Mostly.
seed cakes sent out from the bar. And let's see. Oh, Animal G is spending his next spell. His 200 bits is donated going to a medium wild effect. Oh,
there we go.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right.
Buckle
So
up.
that'll be
All
coming.
right.
I knew there was like
Digbungle's
lights and there
casting
was
detect
big
magic
ones.
just to see what happens.
That's excellent. So we were served some food, and the Bort's favorite food was coming out next, and that was the radish porridge dessert. And it was on its way out, and you saw that Colnroll was coming out to kind of serve some things. And on his way, he bumped into Farmer Elam, who was sitting down with a drink, gambling with the twins. And, well,
Those
Farmer
friggin'
Elam.
farmers.
He doesn't take too kindly to people pouring a drink on you, punk! And next thing you know, he starts a swinging. Drinks are thrown, and a turnip apparently is flying through the air. And it is now an entire bar filled with drunken farmers throwing down. So, boys, that's where we start.
Initiative.
Do any of those farmers decide they want to bring us into the fight, or we're just we're just spectators for this
It's
fight?
you are surrounded by drunken farmers who are getting up and moving. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
So we need some initiatives from you boys. Yeah, turnips always cause fights, Squatter. You are correct. Yeah, onions
Make
do
sure
just
you
make you
select
cry.
your token.
I am not rolling on this thing. Not doing it. I'm using my real dice.
So we're
Yeah,
still.
look at that.
Has there been even a day
Let's see what we got here.
of
Nope.
rest between? Oh, so we are spent then.
That is
I got
correct.
2 spell slots.
I can
You
go
guys
all,
can
but
do
I
your
only had
initiative
3.
on the turn order thing. That would be
Oh, I can.
Pretty nice.
I did, and then you deleted it.
okay.
You
Just go ahead
already
and do it again.
said it.
I'm a 16.
Okay.
I want to keep a 16. Can I keep it?
I will roll only initiative on this sheet.
I was a 12.
That's fine by
was-
me.
A 15.
A 21 now. That'll teach you and make me reroll.
See?
Oh, I'm
See?
getting to roll. I like that.
Yeah,
I'll
just
do
go
it.
ahead and add it on there for me, Levi.
Friggin' 9.
I'm a
Come
23,
on.
so I'll just take that instead.
That works for me.
That's almost twice what I had, so thank you.
Thank you. All right, so
I'll take the hit and take the -5 then.
I appreciate you guys. So you guys are sitting down.
take the hit, everybody. He always takes the hit.
You see, Farmer Elam gets up. Oi, boy, you damn fool! You're knocking over my beer. You're gonna pay for that. And he starts swinging with his mug, smashing into Colnroll as he sends Colnroll careening down to the ground. And the drunken farmer sitting at the bar here.
I start tapping Lug on the shoulder, like, it's gonna be a turnip fight. It's gonna be a turnip fight.
You see the drunken
Precious
farmer
looks
across
over
the
at
way.
Big Bungle and he says, "This is just a fight to see who's the #1 contender.
That's so good.
When they done fighting, then they go fight me for the championship."
Come on, Air Laser.
That's a great
Come
idea.
on.
We've got another
Why
hero
you
point,
gotta be
huh?
like that? Why
I'll
you gotta
take
be
it.
Like that?
I'll take it. All right. So I am maxed out, so no more until I spend some here. So the first up here is Zidig Bungle. You're seeing farmers getting out of the chairs. They're throwing some elbows, grabbing some, chairs and
Sharpest
throwing
elbows.
elbows and stuff. You see people up around you looking like they might be coming up towards you or going after random folks. You see Bort looks like he's planning on standing up and trying to like break up the fight kind of scenario. He's looking over at the counter with Delma and Amora and the other people working here and looking at him like, we got this, we'll take care of it. What do you do?
Is there a turnip nearby?
Oh, there is definitely a turnip. There was a garnish sitting on your table.
I grab the garnish and I hold it up and say, "Oi!" Can I use prestidigitation to increase? No, I'm thinking of a different spell entirely, aren't I? Yeah, I can't do that. All right. What can it do? I don't know. Color clean. Okay.
Great orc emoji by Wodai.
All right.
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
I give myself.
Forgot to open up my wild card.
I give myself guidance to attempt to get everybody's attention.
Okay.
That has a medium effect
sure
on
does.
it, by the way.
All right. So
thanks to Animal G.
I'll get that book real fast. So you get your spell figured out, and I will figure out what you're having happen to you.
Oh boy.
91.
91.
Rather high.
That is very high. I wonder what that's going to be. So, according to the charts,
Oi! You all have one thing that binds you, and it's these beautiful vegetables. You're all people of the earth. There's no reason to fight over who spilled whose drinks. The reason to fight is because people like us are new in town, and I throw it at a guy.
Okay, so what was the spell you're casting?
I gave myself guidance to get their attention.
Okay.
So I'm just using guidance for it to boost a skill check for whatever skill check you would assume is going to allow me to get their attention.
Sure.
I don't know.
Let's do a diplomacy.
Oh, I like a diplomacy.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
that's
6.
beautiful.
Yes.
That's actually not a 6 though, because it's a 7.
A 7.
Oh, aye.
Outstanding job. So you yell it out. You see, as you go up, you start talking. The two drunken farmers right next to you, and actually the 4 of them nearby, and the one in front
I need
of you.
to be on a table.
They
I'm
stop
gonna
and they turn around and they look at the shortest dwarf they've ever seen, holding up a radish.
That's right.
They look
Standing
like
on the table and I'm eye level.
they look at you and they go, fuck off, and they start going back into throwing bows. By the way, the entire place is so chaotic with chairs getting tipped over, drinks being pushed, people moving around, that every place in the room right now is difficult terrain. So you didn't have to move very far there, but we are in
And I
difficult terrain.
rolled a 2 on my attack with a turnip to this old bastard right here.
You said you rolled a 2?
Aye, I rolled a 2.
All right, so you jump up on the table, you cast your spell, you yell out. They kind of pay attention to you, but you go to swing with your turnip, and it just basically soggy flops on their face as it kind of just gently moves across their grizzled face. And
What happened with the 91?
well, it's a very interesting thing. I'm trying to decide if I want to tell you what it is or have it mysteriously occur.
Oh,
if the
Levi just got a
condition
hero
occurs.
point.
Never tell me. Never tell me.
Okay, Levi got a hero point from who gave it to you?
I redeem the hero point for a re-roll.
Okay, go for it. I will
I
mark
really
it
want
back off.
this turnip to hit him in the face.
Do it. So that came from Pennywise Daycare. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Pennywise Daycare,
you.
such a great name.
Thank you,
Such a great
Pennywise
name.
Daycare.
It is a really
I
good one.
got an 11.
An 11. Let's see, what is the AC of the drunken farmer? Slightly higher than that, surprisingly. So, similar result.
Is flat-footed still a thing?
Yes, but you have to
yeah.
do things to make them flat-footed. They're
He's
not automatically
sitting
flat-footed.
Dune.
No, I don't
All
think
right,
they are.
fine.
Roll a d20, Levi.
Oh, I love doing that. Hold on.
Huh?
It's a 19.
He's flat-footed. I'll let you hit him with the turnip. You do 1 damage with a turnip. More insulting than anything else. But yeah, that turnip, it hits. It's got a little meat to it in there. It was feeling soggy initially when you grabbed it, but pap, goes right across. Makes a nice tunk as it kind of goes off his melon. And
Oh yeah, a nice solid wet slap.
that's the sound it makes. So excellent. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to Clashius.
So,
Well.
just to be clear, you're not telling him what his effect was, right?
I don't know, audience. You tell me whether I should reveal what's going to happen or not.
No.
It's a
love the
condition
idea.
that it's a condition that will almost certainly not occur.
I feel like since the audience bought it, that they should get to know what it
Oh,
is.
hold on.
That's
I'll
probably
take my
true.
headphones off so I don't know.
Excellent. Okay,
they-
we'll do it that way. All right, so he's got the headphones off. So Levi rolled on the chart, and he got the result of if you die within the next minute, which is 10 rounds, you immediately come back to life as if by the reincarnate spell. And the reincarnate spell, if it's like it used to be, puts you in a different body, which could mean he could become a
right.
gnome after all.
Oh my god.
Man,
This
that
is
would
the
be
best
crazy.
spell ever.
We got to figure out a way to make him die.
We gotta kill him.
This is the best. I
We
got
gotta
it.
kill him.
Don't worry, I'm on it.
Oh, don't worry. It'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
Everything will be fine. Yeah.
Everything's gonna be
All
fine.
right.
no.
All right.
So Clashes, what are you up to?
Well, this is clearly a fight to decide the number one contender. And as a GM, I can't be involved, but I can do some excellent performance skills to make everyone my fan.
Oh, okay. So, what is it you're doing in your performance to try to make everyone impressed with you?
Oh, this is like at the beginning of the fight when you're in the corner and you just shadowboxing a whole bunch.
Okay. So, what is your intention here? Are you trying to just make everyone
No,
like
no,
you?
Look,
Or are you trying to
I put my feet in the thing, Jeff. Weed.
Okay, I'm weeding.
Wait.
I inspire admiration and I win fans.
Okay. All right.
What else do you need to know?
Everybody in the chat seems to want to kill me.
That is true. All right. So let's make
Quite
a.
badly. I do know what I did.
It's a 14 on my skill performance.
Oh yeah, that's performing well. So Clashius starts up, and he starts doing some shadow boxes, and he's getting in there. He's throwing down. He's doing the movements and everything. And you see a bunch of the farmers nearby you look at you and they go, "Oh, no, not messing with that one. Good moves. You on my side, boy?
nice.
Come on."
Oh, look at him go! Look at him go!
And for my move action, once I'm done shadow boxing a bit, I sit down on my stool with Dylan, so he can give me my waddle
fans
and I can
you.
prepare for the fight.
Yep.
Vaseline on your face.
Dylan grabs a mug of what were you drinking? Goat's milk, I think is what we decided last time.
Whatever it was, yeah.
So he gets the goat's milk glass up and he starts putting it in your mouth, and he's takes the towel with some water on it, starts rubbing your shoulders. He's getting you shaking up a little.
And for my third action point, I have Dylan put on my gloves.
Oh, just got hero points for all the players.
All right, Jay Bruce.
Jay Bruce.
Man.
Jay Bruce just
We are
topped all the
maxed
players
out.
off. So
We are
everyone is
maxed
topped
out.
out at the moment. So we won't be able to take any more until people get a chance to spend them. So hold on
Everybody
to your
wants
points.
me today.
They do. For some unknown
Don't
reason.
worry. It's
They want Dick
totally
Bungle to
gonna
die.
be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Hilarious.
All right,
Alright,
so
so I'll go take my seat on the stool
yeah. Okay.
right here in the corner.
So you're just chilling next to those guys?
With Dylan, yeah. No,
All right, I will consider with your performance thing, the 4 closest drunken farmers are now your boys. They got your back in this fight if you should get into it, and they think that you got their back.
sure thing.
No, you clearly do not.
So he sits down, and you are feeling ready.
getting
Dylan,
ready for the
just
fight.
just for the sake of things, making it official, dings the bell.
Oh, the
And,
bell! Now it's time to go.
It is now Dr. Jasper's turn.
I'm going to use my first action to cast Shield.
Shield.
Um,
All right.
and I will spend an action point for movement and look over at Lug and say, I think if we make it through this conscious, might be an opportunity to ply my trade. And with that, I'm going to use my movement to go under the table and my last action point to hide with my beard.
Oh, that's so
worst
good.
party ever. We're not getting involved in this shit at all.
Oh shit.
All right, before
wrong
we
button.
go on though, I have to ask Timmy,
Mm-hmm.
are you modeling your voice off of Plot Against America, John Turturro's voice? Because it's goddamn spot on.
No,
if it is.
no.
He's got the South
Horrible at
Carolina
voices.
Southern accent.
It is.
Sounds
That is kind of what I'm going for. Yes.
Just like it.
I'm not sure what's going
All
on
right.
here, but Roll20 decided to reset itself. That's fun.
Oh no.
See that? It's all right.
Well,
It's back.
okay. It's back. Like Tag
It's
Team.
all right.
Woo! Okay, let me get my
So-
screen back up. Okay. So you went under the table. Let's figure out the stealth rules here real quick, since we're new to the system.
I believe I was trying to look it up earlier because I think one action is a sneak if I want to move silently, and one action is a hide.
I think
Okay.
it's take cover, isn't it?
Let's see. Let's pull it up.
Stealth.
We're going to learn some systems. So while we're doing this, the guys discovered something via our YouTube channel. So why don't you guys tell them what we figured out, and I will look up this rule real quick.
Amazing.
We figured out
Thank
that we
you.
were building our characters wrong because we're cool, and we didn't give ourselves enough ability points.
Yeah. Apparently, at the end of the whole process, you just get to add 4 more boosts as long as they're not in the same category.
Step 6, we skipped it apparently. So
Yep.
And
we now all have better stats.
Yeah, we had that pointed out by a viewer, so good on them. who took
Thank
care
you.
of it.
Yes.
We'll have to remember the name and put it in the comments for the next video. So
Who was it that
Definitely
pointed
wasn't.
it out?
Wasn't Levi. Definitely wasn't Levi. It was some viewer was not Levi.
So Jasper Smoothhands, you're gonna roll a hide check, which takes 1 action.
Smooth hand.
Smooth hand.
All right, so that should be my last one. Huzzah! Hide is stealth. Stealth.
And I'll pull up my screen again, which got minimized.
15.
15, all right, that's pretty good. I'm going to assume that the farmers are probably not all that perceptive at the moment, so...
And a bag of chips.
That's right, they're definitely not the bag of chips. I mean, all their chips would be made out of turnips anyway. They're not good. So...
Turnip chips.
So good work there. And by the way, all the music in the bar is being performed by a live band. Of just...
Still
Are they
going.
in the fight, or are
As
they
the
just
fight's-
playing?
They
Like
are
any
still...
good punk band.
They are still playing. They know what they're doing.
Professionals.
There are
Yep,
fights in here
they are.
all the time, apparently.
Consummate professional.
And it's a good time.
Love it.
Oh, Blanky was the viewer that pointed that out. Excellent.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, good on
Poor
you.
Blanky.
Nice.
on you.
Thank you. Thank you for those extra stats.
We apparently we're nerfing ourselves pretty hard.
Oh yeah.
So Jasper, you're considered hidden at the moment. So welcome
Okay.
up. If you need, so you spent an action to cast a
One.
spell.
1 to shield, 1 to move under the table, 3rd to hide.
I'll count the move under the table as the hide. So you got one other action point.
I use it to drink my turnip beer.
It tastes terrible. And
We
it gives
are
you a
so good at
slight
this.
buzz. You're gonna have to drink like 12 of those to get drunk, which makes you wonder how much these guys have drank. So that was Dr. Jasper. Now it is Spicy Mike. Which, by the way, Spicy Mike, we had a viewer on YouTube tell us that they would be disappointed in you if you did
Oh.
not find a way to turn
Yes.
what was it? It was a, I can't remember the item he was talking about. Turn it, reskin a shuriken to be another item that was used in tools and crafting.
We can do
Speed
that.
square, maybe?
We could definitely do that.
Yeah.
Speed square?
It could
I don't
be.
know what it
Square would
was.
work really well.
I don't know.
It could be. It could be. We'll figure it out.
I will. Once we figure that out, I will absolutely do that. That is right up.
Protractor.
That's like right on. what you
Protractor.
You should
Protractors.
you should instead have darts be plumb bobs. Because they almost are like a dart, just a fat dart.
We
be like
determined that the ground
plumb
was not
bob,
plumb.
plumb
last
bob,
time. Fireball. Fireball.
Oh,
It's
that's
just
so good.
Plumb bob.
plumb bob, plumb bob.
All right.
All right. Okay.
Zoom in here a little, get you guys a better view.
Spicy Mike's the kind of guy that would, like to punch a guy, have the guy punch him back, and at the end they pat backs and shake hands and everything's great. So he is definitely not turning down a chance to jump into a boss fight. So here we go.
Important question. Are
Yes.
you doing lethal or non-lethal damage?
This is a freaking bar fight. We're doing non-lethal damage.
Okay.
How am I gonna pat a guy in the back and shake his hand later if he's dead?
This is no such
As a
thing
monk, you're
question.
able, I believe, to do either or, but by default, yours is lethal when you do fist fighting.
That is very true. I am quite lethal.
Anyone could do non-lethal damage, by the way, if they choose to take a -2 on a weapon that does not have the non-lethal function. So, if you want to not murder people, you have that option. So, Spicy Mike, how are we doing this? And who are you
gonna
going
attempt
after?
to not murder anybody until somebody attempts to murder me or one of my
Well,
friends.
it's looking imminent that people around the bar are gonna get scrappy with some people, and you guys are strangers.
That's okay. I've been in plenty of fights with strangers before. Okay, we're gonna knock some guys out. This is gonna be fun. Are there any clear teams here, or is it just kind of a free-for-all?
Well, it seems like people who are sitting together seem to be working together, but
Okay.
like there's a notable, like, if you're at the table together, basically you're friends, and otherwise it's a bunch of islands of random drunks.
Okay.
See if we can kind
Okay,
of go
here's
around
what
and
I'm
see.
gonna do. Spicy Mike is gonna dart into the middle of the room.
Oh, God.
To be surrounded by the most people possible.
Okay.
And the first guy that takes a swing at him is the first target.
All
That's
right.
what we're gonna do.
So remember, because of all the shenanigans, tables getting flipped and stuff being spilled everywhere is difficult terrain. So make your move where you want to go, and we'll
Okay.
see how this goes.
Okay.
I'll let you figure out
Are
where you
the,
think
are
is
the
the
people
center.
generally where they are on the map right
They are, in fact, where they are.
now? Okay. So let's see here.
Blanky, I'm glad you're loving this. I appreciate it.
I forget how far I can move. And I don't even remember.
25 is the basic for most people, but a
I'm a
monk might have
friggin'
more.
monk. Come
But
on.
we're in difficult terrain with the bar
I'm
being
not-
what
It's
it
on the
is.
left. It's on the left-hand side of the sheet.
I got you. I'm still at friggin' 25. Okay, so.
But it's difficult terrain though, Cam.
I assume that's halved for difficult terrain. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
that is correct.
So I basically get 2 squares out of this. deal.
Rounding up or down.
So this ain't
We're
be
gonna
good.
round up in this game, I believe, is the rule.
Oh, we're gonna round up. Okay. Oh, actually, it's fine. I'm just gonna.
Pennywise
Hello.
Daycare just highlighted their message. It says, punch him and then buy him a beer.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna buy everybody a beer that I punch later. It's gonna be fine.
All right, so you're running
okay.
up to the table with Ulf and
So
Ulf, your two
I
twin
move
buddies.
up in there and I'm like, and he just looks up in there and he's like, bar fight! And he gets excited. And then he's waiting to see who's taking a swing that's closest to him.
All right. So you were definitely at the table with the instigator of the fight, who is
Oh, that's perfect.
right
That's
there.
who I'm gonna punch.
Farmer Elam is over here. He was playing
that's
cards with Ulf and
freaking
Ulf,
fantastic.
who are your two caravan buddies. And there was this drunken farmer right here as well. So there's that. And then these two guys, of course, were just slapped with a turnip by Dick Bungle. So,
Freaking turnip.
so
All
do
right.
you have any other actions?
I've got plenty of freaking actions. Okay.
All right. Freaking
So
action it up.
we are gonna take some friggin' actions here. We are gonna flurry of blows because we can do that. I can't wait till I'm second level and then I can literally just knock a punk out with my flurry of blows and a I don't even remember what it's called, but I knock him
I'm
right
trying
out.
to think of a stun and fest.
That's the one.
That's
That's
the
the
one.
one.
A bit of a stunner.
I can't quite do that yet, but that's
Nope.
okay.
He is unskilled.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We
Please
are
let you
gonna-
botch again. I hope you botch. I hope you botch
I'm
so
rolling
bad.
real dice. My real dice don't botch that often, so
I want you to
So,
roll the digital dice and your other dice.
I will
Just to-
roll the digital dice, but I will not count it.
It's not going to be what
Will
you
not
count. That's true.
Okay, just to see if it continues. Okay, so we're gonna throw a punch at one of this guy's friends because I can't reach the guy. So I'm gonna go with this older-looking gentleman here. He's balding on top just like me. we might as well get in a fight together to see
It's a
who the best
classy
bald
look.
guy is. Who's the best bald guy? It's clearly Spicy.
It's me, I'm Ingram, you punk! Oh, you wanna step up? Let's do this!
You don't know what he's getting into. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do the flurry of blows. I'm
Flurry
gonna
of
roll the
blows.
digital dice first, just so you guys can see them. But these are not gonna count because
All right. I'm curious.
screw these dice.
I really
Screw
want
all
to
these
get
dice.
correct.
You're gonna crit now. Now you're gonna
Okay.
crit.
That's
Yeah.
number one.
I told you. I called it even.
Okay,
Rolling that 20 on the digital
There it
It's a
dice.
I
crit.
did. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Shame
Okay.
that don't count.
And that would have been the second one. Okay, but those don't count. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
count them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll it for real.
Damage too.
First two. Here we go.
While you're
I
rolling
can't
that,
believe I frickin'
Pennywise,
did
you
that.
were saying that it looks like your points are not depleting. That's because you accrue points over time. If you're subscribed, you get double points, and if you see that little chest pop up underneath the chat, if you click that, you'll get bonus points. So there's a bunch of reasons. If you donate stuff, you get extra points. If you follow, you get extra points. If you come here from a raid or join us on a raid, you get extra points. So there's a lot of ways to generate stuff. So you may have just ticked up some points while you were looking at it.
Mine went away.
Thanks for sticking around.
And
Okay.
Blanky apparently is also the viewer that talked about the reskin of the Shuriken. If you
Nice.
could tell us what item you
guy.
wanted him to be using, let us
Oh,
know.
please friggin' tell me. I will absolutely do it. Okay. So On the first one, we rolled a 16.
Okay.
That's not so bad. So
That
we had a 7 to that, so it's a 23.
Oh, well, that definitely hits.
That definitely hits. And
Believe it
then
or
we
not,
rolled-
a drunken farmer is not a formidable opponent.
I don't imagine he is. I've seen many a drunken farmer. Okay. So for damage, we do 9 bashing on the first one.
Crap!
Uh-oh. Did you kill somebody?
Nope.
Okay, so that's fine. We got a second one here. We rolled a 17, but we got a minus to 4. So we got 13, and then we add another 7. So we got a 20 to hit.
Good grief, that's a hit.
We're knocking this bummer the fuck out. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's the same thing. It takes another 9. Pop!
So you do the 1-2. How do you throw these punches? What type of punches do you got?
Spicy Mike never likes to look at his target when he's swinging. So he runs up and he stares at the guy that's just north of him, and he's like, "Ha ha! Bop bop!" And he takes 2 swings to the side, and he knocks that guy out.
Nice.
Power of deception.
All right, so you have officially knocked Ingram out. He goes, "Oh, boys, that's all you got? Oh, crap, that was more than I thought." And he goes down face first into his porridge onto the table.
Fantastic.
So
I can take another swing if I have another action, right?
you can, but remember, these 2 dudes next to you, the twins, are your friends.
Oh,
That's
well,
Ulf and Ulf. The twins from your
They're the
caravan.
ones that look vaguely like the Weasleys that we mentioned.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna.
Why
do
not,
something
Clint?
Slightly different.
Happy Easter.
Let's see what we got here. Let's see
Love that little emoji. Hey, welcome back to Poison Ivy.
I have 85,000 comms to spend. I'm gonna spend them.
Jesus.
We're up to no
It
good
means
tonight.
giving you bunny ears. Then that's your
can't-
motivation
we can't
that we get
bank
little
anything,
of all
right?
of us, huh?
Nope. You spend them or lose them.
Spend them a loot. Okay, then I'm just gonna use my final action to stare at the 2 twins and just big wide-eyed and go, "Yeah, bar fight!"
They're loving it. And
Actually, I will jump on the table. Can I do that? Can I jump on the
Yeah.
table and then yell, bar fight?
yeah, I'll give you a. Let's do a. Is it athletics? I assume. No, acrobatics. Let's do acrobatics.
Actually,
Spicy
as a
Mike.
matter of fact,
He's saying to make it a chisel.
it is an
You throw a
athletics,
chisel.
and I have the skill quick jump.
Okay.
So I can use high jump and or long jump as a single action instead of 2. So I
Okay.
don't have to perform the initial stride.
Nice.
So I will make an athletics check. I'm gonna. Oh, that's not how I do it.
He's
Yeah.
full already. We can't have more than 3, unfortunately.
yeah. So as soon as he spins
Sorry.
one,
Well,
make sure.
let him roll
see-
this
we'll see how
athletics
this goes.
check, and we'll see how this goes.
All right.
Here.
I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna roll the real dice, and then we're gonna roll it on the sheet just to see how the sheet's rolling. Today.
Okay, all
'Cause
right.
It started out pretty good.
Yeah, just a reminder to the chat, if you guys do want to buy the little points for us, the hero points, they appear underneath people. So you see, I have 3 of them. Hopefully you can see me pointing at them. And we cap out at 3. So once you have 3, that's all we can get. So yeah, you're pretty much right on there, Clint.
Yes.
So people have to spend them, and if they have space, you guys can add them. The first night, we were letting you kind of bank them up just because we were trying to like be fun and not waste your points. I will let you get away with that one, but from now on, and anyone goes over, they don't count.
Look out.
Oh,
Laying
down the freaking.
Oh, man.
Hey, Laser, why don't you spend some more points on your buddy DM over there? Just spend some more points. It's totally fine. They're absolutely gonna count. Okay, here we go. So, I rolled on the dice a 10, and I have a +7, so I rolled a 17 to jump on this freaking.
All right. You
And
leap
we're
up.
gonna roll it just to see.
Let's just see. Let's just see what you would have got.
I'm curious. Okay, is everybody ready? Here we go. I lost it. There it is.
Yeah, you did lose it. You lost it.
Oh, see?
See, botched. See?
That's
amazing.
amazing. These friggin'
You
dice.
could have spent that point though.
I could have.
I just want you
I
guys
still can.
to remember
Oh.
what Spicy Mike looks like.
I envy
please.
each botch.
Please do.
Just
This is the
Look at
guy.
this guy. Look at this sexy gentleman right here.
This is the man who is jumping acrobatically up to a
Frickin'
table.
ladies, man.
Man, that looks good. That's a good picture.
It's even got like
That's
a.
fantastic photo.
It looks like Danny DeVito's like older, like younger cousin who's a little bit taller, right?
It's beautiful.
And somehow he has 0 body fat on his arms. However, he has a ton under his chin. I do not understand how this physiology works.
Like, if anybody
However-
out there is an Always Sunny in Philadelphia fan, it'd be like a guy who's like, the trash man is in the ring and he's throwing trash at people, and then all of a sudden that guy comes out of the back to tag in.
That's right. So Spicy Mike managed to leap up into the card game on the table, and somehow
Knocked
with
out a
his
farmer.
amazing roll, he managed to leap up there without knocking over any of the porridge or
Water.
getting anything on Ulf or Ulf. But which one's which? So congratulations, very nice move. And now it is Lug's turn. Lug, you are somewhere down in the bottom corner here, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. So Lug's gonna look at these two farmer fat faces over here right next to me, and I pull out both of my dog slices and I show my teeth and I say, "You fuck with me, I will cut you."
All right. I'm assuming
And I
intimidation
hold my
is your goal?
action. Yeah,
All right.
hold my
Stands
action.
guard.
Yeah,
All right, so go ahead and roll an intimidation for me.
I can do that.
I will cut you. Oh, that's great.
A crit! Not 20! I will cut anyone in that bar, let me tell you.
So they were looking back earlier, Clashius, and saying, "Oh yeah, you got my back. Oh, it's so great. Oh, excellent." And then they turn around and see Lug. He says his thing. "Oh shit! Oh boys, okay, crap. Let's get the fuck over the other side of the room." And so the other thing that Clint has done is he has spent 2 action points to hold an action. So he can hold a 1 action point move for later. So do you have a particular action you're wanting to do?
2 actions triggers the hold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's basically like you're spending 1 to hold, and then one of them is
To do a 1
actually
point action.
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, so if somebody gets all up in my grill, then I'm gonna slice them.
All
He's
right.
gonna
yeah.
slice the freaking dog.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I mean, I will take them from scrotum to throat.
Ooh. That's
Would
that's
that
where
be a
the
throatum?
throatum.
Yeah. I'll be
Give
cutting
him
them in
a
the throatum. Yeah, it'll be nice.
I mean, it could just be a scrote.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut the scrot.
I think that's just the part on the bottom, if you know what I'm saying.
Super
Depends
effective.
on how you spell it.
I suppose that is true.
All right, so
He's
nice
about to
of
give
them.
you a scrote with an A.
So drunken farmers and everyone else starts their turn now. So there's just
goodness.
shenanigans at play here. I'm gonna have some things happen.
Frickin' shenanigans.
So the first thing you notice is
I want to
that
be double fisting turnips getting ready to flail with them.
Ooh, that sounds dirty.
it does
It
really.
sure does.
You see Trin the waitress here.
double fisting turnips.
Yeah, hey,
God.
Airlaser, can you quote that for Levi?
Double fisting.
I
believe
want to
it
be
was
double
said,
fisting turnips.
I want to be double fisting turnips.
Yeah.
I don't think Air Laser is actually there right now.
She probably is. Gotta remember it's delayed. So the first thing you notice is as shit gets real, Sir
Shit
Lauren
is
Krent
getting
over
real.
here at the table, he is super shit-faced drunk. He sees that trouble is a brewing, and he rolls out of his chair.
We don't see him, and neither
No.
does the stream. Well, I mean, we see him, but the stream doesn't. You need to slide over some.
There you go. So there he is. He's sitting there. He rolls out of his chair, kind of onto his knees, stumbles. That is correct. And he makes his way to the door.
This
Find
freaking guy. What? Who is this guy, and why is he leaving a bar fight? Nobody
He
should
takes
leave a bar
off.
fight.
He's a fancy shiny man. Fancy shiny man don't get into bad fights.
You see these two gentlemen who are now terrified of Lug and realizing just how bad this has got, start charging off towards some shenanigans.
Freaking shenanigans.
So they make it over this way. This one on the way decides to throw a beer mug at Elam. And actually, no, he does it from back here. He throws it, and the beer mug misses Elam, but shatters across Trin's face, cutting her cheek. And he goes, whoops, shit, whoop, oh crap.
Oh boy.
And so they're charging up this way. You see these boys on this side are duking it out with each other. This group kind of makes their way down here, and they start throwing fight. And we'll just kind of move some health around just for funsies here.
Right, remind me one more time. Who is the guy that's escaping right now? Who is this gentleman?
That is.
We were never introduced to him, I don't think.
Nope, but he has the
Okay.
appearance of. Let me
I
see.
think the word escape is a little bit overblown, don't you?
It might
He
be,
is
actually.
absolutely escaping, and I feel like he got this whole thing started on purpose so he could leave.
Let's see.
All that shit's gonna get robbed outside while we're in here fighting.
Sir Lord Cranberry. Let's bring up that picture. So he looks like this.
You
I mean, that's what I would do.
You want me to cut him?
There he goes.
Because I'll cut him.
Please, from scrote the throat, please.
So he takes off running. You see these farmers down here get in. They're throwing down. You see the one guy picks up a chair and slams it into the other. You see, actually you're off camera, aren't you? You can't actually get my camera over there. All right,
Yeah,
let's
you
move
get to
these
zoom
guys.
out. Yeah, we can't see him.
They're right here. We'll say.
There they are.
So they're throwing. This guy here hits this guy with a chair. You see this guy comes up and cold cocks this dude and has got him in a Nelson. He's just punching him in the head. Some of these guys kind of make their way over, kind of coming into this fight up here. And we'll kind of move these guys around over. This guy comes around the stairwell and he's making his way up the back. And they're eyeing up a
freaking guys.
Finnick. And they come in, they slap Finnick around a little bit, kick him. Dig Bungle, you have been turniping a few men here who thought that they were on Team Corner, but learned real quickly that turnips are a shenanigan way of fighting. So, oh, you hit me with a turnip, have you? And then he reaches down and he's going to grab whatever's on the table. And Levi, roll a d4 for me. We're going to decide what he picks up.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we freaking go.
I rolled my number.
It's so number one. Oh man.
So he grabs his bowl of porridge, which is the dessert for tonight, and a slice of burnt seed cake that is hard as a rock. And he thunderclaps you with them, and we're gonna see if it actually hits.
Thunderclap is always a tough
It
one.
is always the move.
Always a tough one.
Do bar fight. Pull up the NPC sheet because it closed when the thing reset on me.
Come on, who does that?
I know.
Who freaking does that?
So let's do a little improvised weapon attack. That sounds like fun. Did it actually roll?
It did.
Miss.
All right. He rolls a 12 on you. Dig Bungle's got a 20 AC, so he misses, and he's gonna try a second
Serious
attack.
freaking AC.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
He's gonna try a second attack. We'll remove 5 from this roll.
It's technically an 18 because I left.
Oh,
my
you're
shield
flanked,
with an
actually.
extra gear.
You're also flanked, so you're flat-footed right now, which gives you another -2. So you're 16 AC. So with my -5 for my second attack, I also miss. And so basically, he comes up, he comes in, he grabs the seed cake, and he goes to hit you with it, and he goes to hit you in the face, but it hits your armor, and it scratches your fucking armor. That seed cake is so hard. And it pulverizes into powder, and then his porridge just like slops all over you, but to no effect. The other guy here in the corner is seeing what his buddy did and deciding he's just gonna go with a fist because that didn't work. So he's gonna throw a punch, and he rolls like shit. And he punches at you, he goes to punch your face, he just completely whiffs, punching like into the table next to you. And he's gonna try again. Oh, and that 20.
Oh man.
Critical hit.
While I'm
boy.
laughing at him, I'm gonna take that hit right in the face.
So he gets up, and nobody tells old Barnard not to do around here. And he gets up, and his first swing he does, he's just off balance because he's getting up out of his chair, and he just whiffs completely. But on that second one, he does a little backhand action and takes it right across your beard. You think maybe it's because you're short enough and you're standing up on the table that your head is just right at the perfect level. And he dishes
Does make sense.
4 plus.
It says 8. Is it 8?
Yeah, because that's a double. So 8 damage. That was a serious hit.
Is that
You're-
lethal or non-lethal?
It's non-lethal, but it basically the only way it matters is the last hit. So
All right, but so do we add non-lethal up until it
just
equals?
no, it's just damage.
We just take it off. All right.
Damage is damage. So you get backhanded, and your beard goes up in your face and sticks to all the porridge that's on your face, and it is now like across your face a little bit. Like you're gonna have to brush it down to get it out of your eyes.
Oh man.
Ah, crap!
I cannot do it.
So there's that. The other bar people are doing their thing. Ulf and Ulf are just loving it. They're standing next to Spicy Mike, just banging on the table, and they're laughing, drinking, clinking drinks, and you can see that they're looking at the cards and the chips and the money on the table, and they're like making sure they still have their pot, and they're just kind of chilling. Culneral up here is the other waiter. He was the original guy that got cold cocked, and he's laying on the ground. He tries to stand up, and you can see this other drunken patron is helping him up on his feet. So he's going to stand up with one action, and then he is going to try to get out of here. So we'll get him over that way. You hear Delma, the owner of the establishment, yell, "Everyone, chill out! This is every night! Oh my, I'm getting the sheriff!" And she starts rolling out.
There's a freaking fight in here every night. I'm coming back
get
every
arrested.
freaking night.
You also see
being arrested.
you see Finnick got kicked earlier, and you see he's like eyeing all of you guys and all the shenanigans that's going on, and he tries to take off. So he's looping around these guys, and he is making his way
Freaking guys.
out the back.
Away.
Anything else I missed? Trin, after getting hit with the glass and having her cheek cut open, is also deciding she wants to take off. So instead of taking the smart way, she apparently goes this way, according to the module. So we'll just start running that way. And I think that's all my dudes' moves. So we're going to go ahead and hit the top of the chart. Old Dick Bungle, you just taken a mighty wallop. I forgot to spend action points.
Punch.
Remind me next time, chat. I need to do that.
It was a very good. It was very good.
And the one that crit me, I take the turnips and I say to him, he's like, "Oh, I was really waiting for a good fighter to turn up," and I hit him with it.
You gotta want to shake that one off. You gotta shake that one off and get back in there.
Let's see. Throw us an attack
Did you
here.
happen to remember there's a weapon that you could offer one-liners? That's in the other game.
That is in the other one?
Perfect. It would be perfect.
That was a good one. I'm gonna give you a +1 to your hit because of that hilarity.
Oh,
So
nice.
hold on, it's this plus my strength. That's nothing, and it says I'm swinging a turnip. Is it just the +1, or
Question is,
do I lose?
Is a turnip a finesse weapon?
I'm gonna consider this an unarmed attack, and I'm gonna call it just a you're proficient with unarmed attacks. So you are proficient with turnips, and
So is that like a +3?
yeah. So it's
It can be your strength or your dex to hit.
yep.
All right. What are my decks? Oh, that's a +4. So so it's 14.
A 14 hits him. I'm assuming you're hitting the one that hit you, right?
Oh yeah, the one that crit me.
All right. So let's do a D4 plus strength. We'll say. Turnips are mighty.
1.
You turnip.
You did one?
Aye.
You freaking guys in a turnip. There's never been a more Levi roll.
That's
Never
true.
once.
So Levi, you come in and you've got a great hit on this one. You spin it around like a flail, and Tong's gonna be like,
Is that one action? Or
"That's
three?
one action."
Oh, I get to do it 2 at a time?
Yeah, it just does a little onto his face.
Slap.
The guy's just like,
negatives. To
"What is this crap?
Yeah,
Punching me with
yeah,
a turnip! Fight me like a man,
-4.
dwarf!"
Little slap chop.
Gonna love my
It's
nuts.
love is nuts.
Gnome! And
That's gnome.
and that one's a 9.
Spend a point, re-roll it.
Yeah, spend your point.
Oh, I spend a point and I re-roll it.
All right.
These
Bum,
negative
bum, bum.
5 on this one.
-4 because it's fists. They're agile.
So I got a 13 on that.
Hey, thanks for the follow there, Gramando.
Hey,
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Follow.
Thank you, good amount.
Awesome.
I got a 13 and
That hits.
16.
Both of those will hit.
All
So you're going a 3-hit combo with a turnip?
Hey!
All right. Roll
The
those
second one, like,
D4s.
it's a gnome! And then him, the third one is like, I need to root out this problem! And then hit him again.
Oh
and I
boy.
got a 1 and a 4.
A 1 and a 4.
Friggin' dad jokes.
4.
All right, so Levi, because I think this is hilarious, I want you to roll an intimidation check. I'll give it to you for free.
And I got a. Hold on.
Oh shit! We got a big boy upgrade. Airley's just
Airley's
redeemed a
Airley's
Levi's
is
Wild
coming
effect.
Oh,
Coming away from the dark side.
alright. Oh,
That's
no.
off the 1 in 10,000 chance rolls that have some career-ending
my.
effects on there.
Alright, so I got a 19 on my intimidation.
All right, so
Yes.
you come in with your 3-hit combo. Go ahead and describe how you humiliate this guy into submission.
I on the last hit on the 4, I shove it in his face. I'm like, I'm gonna put you back in the hole they pulled this turnip out of.
Okay, go crazy man. Okay, I give up. Don't make me a turnip.
And I look and I grab him by the collar and I say, throw me at that guy.
What?
You heard me?
All
I
right.
didn't stutter, did I?
No, okay. That's fucking hilarious. So yeah, for those of you who are just joining us,
Toss me.
we do a bunch of things that you can interact with. These points underneath us are hero points, so you can read about those down in the panels. And the effect that just occurred is due to us house ruling Dig Bungle into a wildcaster. So we have a couple charts. There's the lower chart from the Dungeons & Dragons 5e chart, and that's the standard one. And then there's one that Airlaser did, which comes off our other chart, which is way more intense. So if you want to get
And it's
involved
got
in that,
10,000 entries on it.
yeah, it's crazy. He's already had one that made all dwarves in 10 miles become allergic to alcohol, and he's also lost 9 inches of
Sadly
height.
quite
So.
aware of.
Oh, by the way, some of the alcohol that's spilled on you is definitely making your skin crawl. So that's that. Dig Bungle is done. We are going to Clashius, who had heard the bell ring, as Dylan has rung the gong.
Jeff,
Oh man.
there's a very important question that has to be answered.
Okay.
Which one of these redneck hilljack farmers has the biggest belt buckle?
Oh. Well, let's see. Levi, roll me some dice here. So roll me a d20.
Do me a favor, Jeff, and just ping the one
I'm
with
gonna
the
find
biggest
out.
belt.
15.
15. Okay, next.
15.
13. Okay. Next
Oh,
one.
no. The first one's 15.
Yep.
And then a nat 20.
What?
Oh.
Well, this guy right here has the biggest belt buckle you've ever seen on an idiot farmer. Whenever Dig Bungle rolled up here, this guy has... He's got essentially like a wagon... Like, not a wagon wheel, that's way too big. He's got a dinner plate that he is just as fixed to the front of his
Hold on.
it's got a little bottle opener in it.
Dinner plate? Or is it the size of a dinner
It's like
plate?
the size of a dinner plate. It's a. No, we're gonna say it is a dinner plate. It could be taken off.
It's a dinner
It is a dinner plate. It's got a little
Attached
bottle
to a
opener
belt.
attached to it, and he comes in here often. You can see he was like sitting in his chair, kind of punched out, and he has to lean back in his chair when he sits for this thing not to be in his gut. So that's how he eats when he's leaned back. He just sits on eats off of his belt.
Well, I was really hoping he'd be further away, but this will happen too. So I stand up
He's
I don't
very
know if that
impressed
counts
with
as a
you,
point or
if you
not.
remember.
and I step forward, and I'm sure that cost me 1 point to step forward.
I'll let you do both in one action.
And then I faint. For 1 action
Oh
point.
my! And falls on the ground.
That is a 22 on my deception.
Oh, he is deceived. He doesn't see this
He
coming.
is flat-footed. So
He's
now
still your
may be-
friend.
He thinks
He
your
may
buddy
not
is.
be sneak attacked as I go for my knockout blow.
Ooh, that
And I
hits.
hit him with a 17.
Oh, right. That
I have to
definitely
do my
does the
sneak
trick.
attack damage is also 6, so he takes 11.
Ooh,
And
God.
this is Weeful, because my punch is also superfluous. It's all penetrable.
So you're choosing to make it lethal, or are
I
you
don't know
choosing?
how to not do Weeful, Jeff. My punches just hit that hard.
Okay.
He's gonna freaking kill somebody.
So it's all fun and games until suddenly Clashius comes out of the ring.
Till the bell
Crazy
rings.
look in his eyes. He's ready to roll, and he comes in with a metal gauntlet, which I think is spiked, if I remember right.
No, they're just regular gauntlets, Jeff.
Okay, metal gauntlets though, and he comes in, and as he's passing, looks like he's gonna go past this farmer, just whammos him in the face, and you see teeth just go spraying out of his mouth, a gout of blood, cheek is all torn up, and he looks at you with crazy-eyed, like, oh crap, oh! And yep, that's right, Levi, fucking whammo. And shit looks real. The drunken farmers in the near vicinity, one is unconscious, so he doesn't see it. Elam's looking the other direction. These guys are looking up that way. So really, it's the guy that's intimidated next to you looks at it and he goes, "Oh shit!" And you see Bort and at the table is like, "Boys, what are you doing? No!" And I don't know if you have any more actions left, but
I do. I think.
Oh,
No,
God.
that'd be 3.
No,
you
that's
attacked,
3.
you
Stood up
fainted,
and
and you
feints, and
moved.
I had to stand up. Standing up counted as 1, so yeah.
Merciless.
Yeah, and your move.
Can you spend for extra action points with these little hero points?
No. Dr. Jasper. Smooth hand.
Should be able to.
All right. Well, from beneath my table,
Sliding
I'm
under the
going
table.
to eye up this drunken farmer who I'm
He's
concerned is-
unconscious.
Oh, that guy is unconscious.
That's the dude who was face down in his
Spicy
porridge.
Mike knocked him the fuck out.
You have
You know what
a.
I'm saying?
You can hit Elam, but he's got cover.
Yeah, and I can't see either of these right up in the top here.
That is correct. They are standing on. Well, you might get it. Well, if these guys here weren't in the way, you would be able to. But yeah,
Are either of these two eyeing up Spicy Mike?
those two that you're pinging at the moment.
Everybody is eyeing up Spicy Mike. Have you seen that guy?
I'm
Come
talking
on.
about these two here,
Sexiest
are actually
man
eyeing
alive.
up somewhere in this vicinity. It looks like they may be eyeing up to go fight Elam.
Oh, okay. Well, just to take the temperature down a little bit, I will use 2 actions to cast Daze on the lower of the 2 of them.
Okay, this one here. Okay.
This fellow right here.
All right.
So that will be a Daze.
Oh,
Critical
Cloud the
failure.
target's mind and daze it with a mental jolt. The jolt
Oh,
deals
no, that's it. They critical fail. Okay.
Ah, I see. Okay. Here we go.
Will save of DC 17. Let's find out what a drunken farmer's will save is.
Probably not that great, just saying.
It's a 2. Let's see. Let's roll that. Hey! He rolled
Ooh,
success.
nice. What a tie! All right, ties are success.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't
okay.
think anything happens in that case.
Spend a hero point or something. I don't know.
Oh, I can't.
What does that do?
I
I'll
can't
let
spend a
you-
hero point to make him reroll.
Sure.
Can I?
Yeah, we'll let it happen.
Oh, well then I will definitely do that.
All right.
You what? We got these points for a reason.
Let's let people spend them for fun.
Yeah.
Give it. Let's see if that actually adjusted. All right, I'll re-roll it. Drunken farmer, throw down your willpower. Oh! Yes.
No. That's a way.
That's a critical fail, I think.
That is a
Yes.
critical fail because I am under the DC by more than 10. So what happens
He's
when a
stunned.
critical fail is he is stunned for 1 turn. So let's give a...
Oh,
yes.
not so bad.
Yep,
The ass.
yep.
Did the farmer that I hit, did he go down?
Oh yeah, he's not
I forgot
dead,
to do
but
my intimidation reaction of you're next. And I need to point at the next farmer with the next biggest belt. And I need to let him know he's next.
He's definitely not dead, but he is not wanting to fight.
He's thinking about dying.
It's a critical you're next.
Oh, that's a critical intimidation.
He is demoralized.
All right, these two guys at the door, man, they were impressed with you before. Now they're terrified of you, and they know for a fact, as Lug and you have threatened death, that it is time to get the fuck out of this bar.
We may not start the fights, but we definitely finished them.
All right, so Spicy Mike, you are up unless Dr. Jasper Smoothhands has more to give.
I will use my last action to hide again under this lovely table with my beer.
Give me another stealth check. All right.
16.
That's plenty. That is plenty. Spicy Mike, step up to the plate.
Right. This is freaking fantastic. All right. Who else we got here? This gentleman over here is the guy that started it. Is that correct?
That is correct.
This guy over here. Okay, that's fantastic. I think he's cruising for a bruising, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so we are gonna just straight up, we're gonna kick him in the face, And then once we kick him in the face, we're gonna drop an elbow on him from the table. That's what we're gonna do.
All right,
so
kick him in the teeth. Let's do this.
First kick.
Hey, zombie decoy. Welcome to the chat.
Jeff, I forgot to mention
Hey,
the
zombie
guy who failed and got stunned. He took 4 damage.
Oh,
4 freaking damage.
4 freaking damage.
Yeah, he takes my ability modifier.
I believe.
I think it is. It does have a non-lethal descriptor on
It
days.
does. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, that was pretty good. Okay. That's a 23.
Ooh, that hits.
23 to kick this guy in the freaking face.
How bad is this kick in the face?
We're about to find out. Here we go.
Let's roll them bones.
Oh, that's a maximum damage of 10.
Go!
10 damage kick in the face. God.
Oh, that sends him reeling. He is not liking that.
Still standing. He's still freaking standing.
He takes a big shot in the teeth. He's like bounced back like this, like cry out! And then
Freaking fantastic.
there comes the people's elbow. Apparently,
That's right. Now, can I use it as part of a flurry of blows? Can I do a kick elbow?
yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. I assume so, but I don't know.
That's definitely a flurry of blows in my book.
We're gonna kick elbow. Kick elbow. All right, here we go. So got a -4. Oh, that wasn't quite as good. Okay, so that was gonna be a 5 plus a 6. Hold on.
That's a great idea, Clashes.
That's a great idea.
So if you guys are watching this later, the chat, Gladius Rex wants to add
That
a
is
feature
fantastic.
where you can spend some of our channel points to make Clashes use silly words in the wrong way in sentences.
The only rule is it has to be 3 syllables. 3 syllable words. Big words.
Oh man. I'll tell you what, if you guys spend for an individual hero point for Clashes, but you write in it the word you want them to use, I'll let that be how that works for this game. And
You're
then we'll
gonna
add
get
a
like
feature later.
40 words. You're gonna better get out a pen and paper, buddy.
Yep,
I got one right here if it's needed.
I like it.
That's the old writing trope there. That was good stuff.
That was real good. I liked it a lot.
All right, here we go. So, I dropped the elbow with an attack roll of 13.
That hits.
enough?
It hits
It
right
hits.
on the nose, literally.
Whew. Literally, he puts an elbow on his nose. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Oh, and he does 9 damage this time. This guy over here, he don't know what he's doing.
Spicy Mike is in his element tonight as he has dropped him.
Freaking lootly.
He drops the people's elbow and sends him to the canvas.
So he's not great with animals, but he's really good with like drunken standing up.
Drunken hooligans, yes.
All right, so since Spicy Mike had to drop the elbow, I'm gonna assume he is on top of the guy where he was like, dropping the elbow. And I assume this guy is out cold now, right?
Oh yeah, he is
Okay.
very out cold.
So
Give him the rock bottom through the table.
no. Spicy Mike is
Kill him
now
at this point.
on the floor. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna do the hands-free kip up and stand up. Even though he's a fat, kind of not so athletic looking bastard, he's absolutely fantastically.
See his crazy long mustache flap up in his
roll the acrobatics just to see how this looks.
I believe it is a jump. Is that not an athletics roll?
It sounds to me like an acrobatics thing. Like a kip up is
Alright.
definitely an acrobatics thing, right?
Okay, I'm not that bad at that, but I just, my athletics is better, so I'm gonna
I'm
try.
pretty sure
Okay, here we go. It's not terrible. 13.
Okay, you kip up. It's not like the smoothest thing in the world. It's like watching a walrus get up,
Everybody in here is friggin' drunk. They don't know the difference anyway.
starts
They're
his
all friggin'
initiative.
impressed.
His inertia begins with his belly.
Yes,
And so, like, from the ground,
absolutely.
you get the belly in, and it tosses you up, and your walrus tusk flaps up, of your mustache.
Can we get a picture of Spicy Mike up here again? We need to really picture this
Yeah,
kip
hold
up and the gentleman that is performing it, because it is not exactly what you would expect from this gentleman.
Let's see. Spicy Mike.
Oh, all right.
There he is. That's
That
the guy
right there.
kipping
That
up
guy
off the ground.
Right frickin' there. This guy.
These little Brady guys.
Absolutely. This guy right here.
And you kick your feet around in a circle like Neo.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's
you gotta get-
definitely what we're doing.
All right, so you did the people's elbow. You rock bottomed them. You did your kip up, and I believe that is your turn.
That is my whole friggin' turn.
It's looking rough around here. Lug, you've threatened people with instant death. Nobody came your way as a result. They are terrified of you, and it is your turn. Hiding in the corner.
I eat some wolf stew.
Aggressive. What just happened? Hey, we got a follow from NQBus420. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for the follow.
Welcome to the channel.
Thanks for coming along.
Spicy Neck is getting whistles from the lady.
Yeah, I take both of my dog slices and I stab them in the table in front of me and I sit back down and start eating some soup. You come near me, I'll scrote you.
So you're happily sitting down. You notice that the flavors in your stew are much better than what everyone else has. The meat looks a
course
little
they are.
better.
It's got meat.
It does have meat. The other ones have meat technically, but you have a lot more. You have
I
some
don't know what the
notes
hell
of
that stuff was.
you have some anise in there. You know, the flavoring of some cloves in there. It's not bad. There is some turnip
Did you
juice in
say
there.
my niece is in here?
Yep, your niece. No, anise.
Just somebody's niece?
Nope. So you enjoy it. It's tasty-ish, and you look like you were completely disinterested in the bar fight, and that is exactly on brand.
Somebody punches me, I will cut them. That's what I'm saying.
I've been rolled as a bowling ball too many times.
Roll another intimidation check for free for me, just to see if
I
anyone.
will roll an intimidation check again for you for free.
Any man who sits back down and eats their porridge is well, not porridge, I guess in this case.
An 18.
Yeah, nobody wants to fuck with you. Lug Rash Bucket knows what's up, and so do the farmers.
Everybody knows not to mess with this friggin' guy.
So at this point, we're gonna pretend like the fight continues and goes into some, knocking around and stuff. But Delma comes back in after a few rounds of headbutting and biting and all kinds of crazy scrappiness. People running away from clashes, getting away. You see, through the shenanigans, Finnick continued running away out of the stables. Whee! Colnroll left out the back way and took off somewhere. Delma went away across the street, and you can hear her yelling for the sheriff. And, let's see. Trin also kind of makes her way through here, takes some more hits and lumps, and then makes her way back out this way. And Amora in the back corner in the kitchen just continues cooking away. Oh, you boys back there, I can't believe you just starting stuff, spilling all my hard work all over the floor.
But do it thrown.
Oh, you definitely get thrown.
I
Levi-
calculated my new weight with my new height.
How much is your new weight?
129.
That is a light dwarf. The drunken
Super heavy for a 3'9" though.
the drunken farmer tries throwing you. He doesn't want to toss you onto his friend who's near dead.
3'4".
3'4". I'm sorry. Extraordinarily heavy for 3'4".
So he chucks you. He tries to anyway. I'll spend a hero point to say that he actually successfully chucks you towards the group of guys over here. And
Bless you.
Bless
That was a little late, but
I
that's
almost
okay.
had it. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's
Excuse me.
okay.
I really thought I got that muted, but
Solid attempt. Solid attempt.
that snuck up on me out of nowhere. So you see the Dick Bungle gets chucked over this way, miraculously there. You see, the bars are thrown around. You see the one guy is critically injured, is hiding underneath the steps. You see,
Not till after I take his belt.
you could take the belt. He will
I
gladly hand you
use
the belt.
Feebly to take his belt.
Okay, go ahead and roll it for me.
All you have to do is give me the belt, but instead he attempts to steal it. Knocked all the guy's teeth out and
Hold on.
don't even say give me the belt.
Nope. Oh, that's
Oh,
a
boy.
terrible roll. 10.
Sure is.
I'll give it to you because he is willing to help you in the effort.
You get the assist from the guy who's stealing from.
Like the 10 feverishly just reaching out and taking it.
mean, you got a 10. I'll give it to you.
He lets you believe you.
I take the belt, I hand it to Dylan, and he raises it in the air, right behind me.
Ding, 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 ding. So yeah, you hear as some of where the fighting kind of starts settling down, as the farmers see that people are getting knocked out, and people are running, people got cut and stuff. They start settling back down, just in time for the sheriff to come rolling in with Delma, and let's see.
And Louise.
Do I have a token for him? I don't have a token for him. Perfect.
Come on.
Apparently, there's no token. That's great.
Come on.
Do I have a picture? Here we go. This guy comes rolling in from outside with Delma. And, hey, everyone, settle down! Settle down! Not again! Not again! Just, whoa, what's going on with that one over there? And, everyone, okay, get to your corners. You know the ones. And, now you, Fred, get in the back over there.
I'm busy stuffing a guy's face with turnips till I can't bear anymore. Eat your vegetables!
Bort's laughing his ass off.
This new guy, how big is his belt?
He's not even wearing a belt. This guy looks like he just got rolled out of bed. He's got some, like, night gammies on that he's tossed on, like, a nice overshirt. But he looks a little out of kempt, you know. And he comes in, starts separating people, and he goes, "All right, look, now, what in the hell started this one?"
I'm gonna climb out from under the table, drink the rest of my beer, set it down, walk up. Evening, officer. Dr. Jasper Smoothhands. If you wouldn't mind, I stayed out of the fight so that I might apply my trade afterwards, if I might see to the injured.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's, sure, yeah, you do your thing.
Thank you.
Is that guy over there with the big-ass belt, is he still in a killer rage? I mean, he looks like he's a little rough over there.
Oh, no, I think he got what he came for.
What the hell happened
Dylan
to
rings
this
the
guy?
bell. The fight is over. I'm the winner. I'm the champ.
I believe it started from some spilled beer, sir.
Oh.
Now, if you'll excuse me, and I have a halo that lights up around me, and I'll get a centerized place of the bar and cast a heal at 3 actions to hit everybody.
Dang.
So everyone on the bar will get, what is that? Heal. Tell me how you work. 1d8 plus 2 from my angelic halo.
Nice. Yeah. So that's pretty good.
What is Dr.
Everyone
Jasper's
heals 4.
favorite food? It says here in the chat. Dr. Jasper's favorite food.
Oh, Airlaser wants to know. Yes. There's some good bets in the corner.
Did you redeem that question, Oazel? Did you redeem it?
Oh yeah, you better redeem it if you want
the
it.
question. You get no answers.
Better spend those points.
It's redeemed now. It's redeemed.
Animal G, I have not forgotten. Hey,
We gotta
Levi,
run her out.
Levi, would
I
you
would
have cast a spell during all this?
In the middle, had something happened with anybody getting too close to Spicy Mike. I definitely would have thrown his way a forbidden ward.
Okay. So why don't you roll me a D10,000?
Oh,
God, I hope nothing crazy. Actually, I do hope something crazy, but
it's gonna be crazy.
I turn and I'm like, Spicy! Look out!
That's what my mama calls me. You know what I mean?
4805. Okay, 4,805. What is that
I feel
roll?
like all of his rolls have been in the 4,000s.
Nope, they've all been the 8,000s.
Oh, were they higher last time? Okay.
Oh, a
48,
completely
05.
different echelon 1,000.
Good.
All right.
Oh boy, here we go.
Does Leo
Spicy
have to
Mike!
take his helmet off? Or?
Nope.
Oh boy, here we
Spicy
go.
Mike! Watch out! And your hand turns into a hoof. Your left hand is now a hoof.
Permanently.
Permanently. You're now a 9-inch too
Precious.
short dwarf that's allergic to beer and has a hoof hand.
What kind of hoof?
Chat, tell us, the first person who responds with what type of hoof he has is canon.
Cannon.
Redeem it.
Oh,
And you
man.
have to
Redeem
redeem
it.
it. Redeem the highlighted message.
Oh, man.
Yeah, use a redemption if you want to count it.
Redeem it.
I'm watching that shot.
So while that's
Come on,
going
chat. Don't
And also,
let us down.
You get
Dr.
bonus
Jasper's
points if you
favorite
pick
food.
camel.
It is
you
a
pick
horse
camel.
hoof.
It's a horse.
Poison
horse
Ivy
hoof.
Pika has decided that you have a full-on horse hoof now.
Does he still get? Where am I gonna find a custom horse?
your horse hoof. I'm gonna just throw it in there.
That no.
That the horse hoof is also shoed.
It can be shoed, but it is not currently shoed.
Come on! How awesome would it be if it just
will be
appears
awesome.
on their shoed, and then you're like, "How did that happen?" It'll be like, "Well, I don't know."
Where's the poor horse that came from, right?
Oh, that's ridiculous. All right,
After
so
it hits the water, I look at it, I'm like, oh, blessing. And I like turn back to the radish guy I'm on top of. I'm like, look at my new hand.
hey, Grouch Couch,
hey,
rating us with
Grouch Couch.
14. Welcome to the shenanigans.
Thank you.
Hey, welcome everybody. Thanks for the raid.
So for those of you guys
Awesome.
joining us, we are playing some Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We're playing a
Hero
module.
approved.
That's right. And just because the Grouch Couch is here and they like this sort of thing, we're doing a bar brawl at the moment that just got resolved as the sheriff kind of came in. We had some amazing things occur here recently. People being beat down with radishes, Spicy Mike dropping
one.
DDTs.
Spicy Mike is dropping to people's elbow and kipping up off the
Wow,
ground,
Animal G is
even though-
spawning another wild effect next time he casts a spell. It's going to be great.
Oh,
yes.
It's a little boy right now, so if somebody wants to upgrade that, they can. So,
It did pretty cool.
Oh, that
Pathfinder 2E.
Hey,
You got a hero point.
Come
do I
on,
have room
Poison
for
Ivy's
it?
jumping
I do.
teams.
Poison
You know,
Ivy
everybody on a
hooking
team.
me
That's
up.
not okay.
thank you. So we have a max of 3 for each person of the hero points, and these are these little things underneath this here. They can allow rerolls, or they can all be cashed out for somebody to stand back up with 1 hit point. So that's pretty good. So the band continues playing their crazy music. Dr.
Spicy Mike's
Smoothhand-
favorite food is wait, sorry, everybody healed 4, and it's a double baked potato is Jasper's favorite food.
Ooh,
Double baked potato.
double baked
Nice.
potato, nice.
Yes.
He likes his extra starch, I guess.
It's freaking fantastic.
Rolth the sheriff, Rolth Garley apparently, comes in. He's doing some stern talking tos with the usual culprits. He's working with Delma and Dr. Jasper Smoothhands to help patch people up. And after a little bit of moving around, unless you guys want to really talk to him too much, he basically kind of sits in the corner and kind of just chills and watches to make sure troublemakers calm down. And it doesn't seem like he's too concerned. You see some of the guys, the farmers in there are like, oh, he's never gonna do anything because he doesn't have a jail.
Hey, if I'm just saying, if you guys need a jail, I'm a very handy carpenter. I can help you build a freaking jail. We can put all these assholes in it. It'll be fun.
You hear the farmers in unison, nah, that's okay. So you're looking around, there's carnage everywhere. Let's see. Oh, Air Laser is asking the chat right now to sound off. What's everyone's favorite food dish? So let's kind of go. Is that for the chat or is that for everyone in here?
That's for the chat.
That's for the
That's
chat.
for everybody.
All right, all of you chatters.
Cheese is a good one. That's good, yeah.
All right, this is my the best I got for new.
That's not bad.
That's just not bad, honestly.
That's good.
This bag, but it also vaguely looks like a hoof.
Oh man.
You operate your shield and cast still?
Yeah, can I still cast?
We will.
Yep.
I will make you roll a d20, and if you roll a 1 or a 2, your spell will not work. But otherwise, I'll let you work on it.
But on
But
a one,
it will wild
a
it up.
Wild magical
Yeah.
trigger.
Yeah, you will funk up your spell, and something cool will happen. So instead of rolling a 1 or a 20, it's now a 1, a 2, or a 20 will cause a wild effect for you. Yeah? Hey, thanks for the bits there, Grouch Cash. Much appreciated.
Hey.
Thank you.
So,
What are the bets?
after all the shenanigans is at play, Bort gets up. Oh, boys, okay, so, it's everything's settling down, and we're here to relax, and I am sorry that all this took place, but it looks like some of you guys had a lot of fun with that. So, I was in the middle of telling you some stories, and The porridge is out. Thank God my porridge didn't spill, because that's the best part about this town. And you guys are gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Now,
Dylan, I need my woe.
Your what, sir? Oh.
robe.
The robe. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Hold on a second. And so he brings out your robe, this thick ass leather robe, and sticks it on you.
Take my gloves. There you go.
And he takes that and puts them in his bag and sits aside. All right. So I already told you earlier about which one did I tell you? Which of my stories did I tell you? I don't want to tell them too many times.
Attention, it's fine.
Oh no! I told you about arm wrestling the werewolf.
Fight.
That's right, arm wrestling the werewolf, because you were asking me about my belt that I gave you, and then I told you about. Oh, I didn't tell you this one. So this one time we were on trade up around the lake, and there was this. No, it wasn't a lake. It was more like a sea, and there was a big, giant storm that rolled in. And next thing I know, the storm just capsized the boat. The whole crew's in the water, and everyone's over there dying. And we're taking my last breath, and I swear, I look up, and no shit, I see the god of death herself. But, the wind had blown her hair everywhere, and she's trying to take my soul. And next thing I know, she's just, going through the motions, just like a ritual involved in it. But, her hair keeps flapping in her face, and she doesn't know what to do about it. And being the gentleman I am, I reached down into my stuff, and I found myself a silver comb, and I handed it to her. She fixed her hair with it, and she was so damn impressed, she just brought us all back to life. That crew we got around here, still alive as a result. And that's the time I cheated death.
Praise
I
be
feel
to
like
God.
you are a bit of an exaggerator.
Oh, you don't
Would I be
believe
correct
me?
in assuming so?
Let me roll a check, because it actually says he has a bonus for telling this story.
I don't even know what I
He
rolled.
told this story so many times. He gets a bonus.
Yeah,
He's lied.
he is very convincing.
Sounds like shit. Me and my fraternity brothers get bonuses.
Yeah,
for.
he's got a 15. That's pretty convincing. What is on our list of things you could potentially counteract it with? Let's see what a character sheet
Don't
has
know.
in it.
I don't know about that. It's probably a save. Probably
Let's
a will
go
save.
with let's go with a society roll.
Society is a skill.
Society?
Yeah.
Oh, it is on my sheet.
You can do society,
know.
or
I got-
you could do diplomacy.
We're gonna do diplomacy.
I got
Here we go.
diplomacy. I got all the
Here we go,
skills.
here we go. That is a natural 8.
A natural
So
8.
I got
Classy.
11. I got an 11.
Uh,
I believe
So-
him.
the whole lot of you guys, and ooh, is that a botch? No, that's just a really low roll. Okay.
That's
so-
a terrible roll.
Dr. Smooth Hands apparently is the only one who notices it might not be bullshit. He seems like he at least believes what he's telling. So enough about me, boys. What are you guys all about? Where are you guys going? And what's after this place for you? Anything important? Any special
Oh,
people
hold on,
back
hold
home?
on. You've had an interaction with a god, and you helped her.
Well, I mean, what do? You're a gentleman, You can't just throw that away just because you're dead.
Well, I've got a story for you. So, have you ever been in a root-based bar fight, and in the middle of helping out your associate, your hand turned into a horse foot?
Holy shit! What? How did that happen? You didn't do that on purpose? I just assumed that was some kind of woogly thing you did.
Oh, yes.
Well, basically, he's a gnome. So gnomes do that. They talk to animals, become animals. That's what gnomes do.
Right. In the middle of the fight, I was thinking, I'm punching these guys. I really need to kick one. And so then, this happened.
While you're telling this story, he's just eating his porridge.
So I reached out, and then the forces coalesced and gave my hand the power of a horse kick. Ah! Now
Wow!
I'm a kick puncher.
Kick puncher, that's amazing. That's oh. You see he's like laughing, you see he's like, he keeps touching his stomach because it's like, his gut's hurting a little bit from the laugh. And, oh man, you guys are the best. Hey, are you guys eating your porridge?
Yeah, it was great. It was so good.
Okay, well, I was gonna ask if you didn't want it, I was gonna take it, but seems like you guys are enjoying it. Good man, alright. What did I tell you?
But while he's going in for like another bowl, I cast prestidigitation to clean the bowl.
Okay.
Let's see if that's a possibility if I can do that. I can tidy it. Could
Sure.
I do that? It's like I'm not really trying to. I guess I'm shooting for purify, right?
So are you
Purify.
tidying your own bowl or his bowl?
I was trying to. Well, I knew it that you got that stuff when it spilled on me. You said my skin crawled.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
A little
trying to
bit.
think. There's something not quite right there. So
Well, you're not sure if it was the porridge or if it was the alcohol that spilled on you. You're assuming you might have gotten some booze on you.
it's the booze.
Mhm.
All right.
Got a little rash going on your arm.
Yeah, Animal
Alright.
G is reminding that there's a medium wild effect
There
on
sure is.
prestidigitation.
I cast
Oh,
prestidigitation.
yes, that is correct.
Oh, goodness.
Anyway.
So that is a medium effect. Roll a D100 for me, Levi.
All right.
God.
I'm gonna roll that like actual dice.
All right.
Classic style.
Dice.
68.
68. Right. What? So you're telling your story, and you're cleaning up your porridge bowl, and all of a sudden you are overwhelmed with fear of apparently the
Oh, spicy
nearest
frickin' Mike.
creature. So where are you?
Please be spicy, Mike.
I'm assuming you
my
guys sat
God.
back down to talk to each other, right? So,
Yeah, I assume at the table.
Aye.
so we'll bring you on back. Let's see. You guys go and situate yourselves around that table.
Welcome, Amalthea.
Hey, welcome.
All right, welcome everybody.
All right. So the first person who types a number between 1 and 4, I guess. Where's Jasper Smoothhands?
I'm right there.
Spicy Mike, Big Fun.
Doctor.
hands.
Who am I
The
missing?
doctor.
Oh, Clashiest. Clashiest, put yourself down there. So Animal
there's
G was
a lot of votes for 3.
well, 3 it is. So put yourself on there for me, wherever you're sitting.
Went up to the bar. I was
okay.
about to do something, but I was waiting for the long-winded people to stop.
For whatever reason, Dig Bungle, while you are in the midst of all this, I'm going to say thank you for the follow there, Amalthea.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice having
thank you, Amalthea. I
Very
hope you
cool.
enjoyed yourself at the show.
Yeah, I hope I said that correctly.
I'm cleaning up my chest. Got
For
the
whatever
stink
reason,
off me.
You start to clean yourself up, and you look up, and you just start. I don't know what it is. You're looking at Bort, and you're realizing your shame of being allergic to alcohol, too short for a dwarf, and now horse-hooved. And you are terrified that he's gonna think less of you and your clan as less of a dwarf, and you are frightened of him for the next turn. Just one turn.
I have to use the pisser.
So you run off.
Hey, good freaking luck doing that with a horse hoof, I'm just saying.
What? What did I say? And Clashiest, you're over at the bar right now. What's going on over there?
I look out all over these bumpkin farmers,
Uh-huh.
and I tell them, I'm like, listen, unless you want to be next, you'll come put your belt on the ball right now. Just surrender your belts, unless you think you are the next contender.
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation.
He's literally thieving belts.
Or
Intimidating
performance.
people out of their belts.
I'll let you do a performance since you're a gladiator.
I have a feat for this.
Okay, do it. What is the feat called?
Impressive performance.
Nice.
It's quite freaking impressive.
All right, so make that performance check instead of what I asked you, and we'll see what you do. Oh yeah, that's
15.
plenty.
Not so bad.
15
That's
is
not
a
so
solid
bad.
roll. So you see, after looking around the various room, they kind of glance at each other and they go, and it's basically just a bunch of rope that people are taking off their pants. You know, they've been using as drawstrings essentially. They start stacking them up there. You see, one guy actually has a leather belt, but there's nothing impressive about these belts. but they stack them up there for you. Just don't hit us again.
I take the weather belt.
Levi, are you working braids into your beard right now?
Yes.
Every time one of the big effects goes off, one single strand of hair becomes rainbow.
Nice. Oh, that's fun. All right, so you got yourself some
Like
belts.
a gayer version of a body count.
It is official. I am undisputed.
Oh yeah. That's definitely the case. We're not gonna fight you.
All right,
And,
Dylan, load the belts onto the cart. It's time to go.
More belts, sir. Oh God, sir. He just starts sticking belts over his shoulder.
The suspense is killing Pika. Levi, do you have any almonds on you?
Oh yeah.
I got mine.
It's upstairs. I gotta go get them. I was gonna wait till we got to the break, and then I was going to go.
You know, it might not be a bad time for that because I am doing the have to pee dance. So we're gonna take a real short break. I will put the countdown back on for a short 10-minute, and then we'll be back to finish up some stuff.
Yeah, everybody
So-
stick around.
It's
I
gonna
will
get better.
catch you soon.
It's gonna get so freaking good. You gotta stick around.
All right,
Yeah,
so
stick
stick
around
around.
and find out how you can win a book.
Yes, that is correct.
It's gonna be full of nuts.
So before we take off, we are, in fact, going to be giving away a Pathfinder 2nd Edition core rulebook to someone soon. And I think we decided what we were wanting to do with that is when we hit 500 followers, which we're not too far off with some of these new ones coming on
We're
here.
at 472 last I looked.
472. So we're getting very close.
472.
Oh, why?
So when we hit 500, if you are on the subscribers list for us, and that also includes subscriber over on the YouTubes, if you're on there, you will be in on the entry. You could potentially win the book. So,
Oh yeah.
and that will be given away hopefully soon when we hit 500, but that could be next week. So we'll find out. Until
Awesome.
next 10 minutes, we'll be on break. You guys hang out here, keep
Stick
chatting
around,
around,
we'll be right
have a
back.
good time, and we'll see you soon.
The gift sub does count. If there was if
Absolutely
you are a
freaking
sub,
must.
you will be on the sub list.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Whether if you buy the sub yourself or someone gifts it to you, you'll be on the list. That's all that matters.
Fantastic. Hey, we got a sub right away from the
There
zombie
we go.
decoy.
Amazing.
Nice.
Somebody wants a
Thank you,
book.
decoy.
Somebody
All
wants
right.
a
Thanks,
book.
zombie.
Nice, thank you.
You're awesome.
All right, so I will be right back, and so will the guys. See you soon.
All right. See you,
Stick
everybody.
around.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
We're
for sticking
refreshed.
around, everybody.
Got fresh bottles of water. We've relieved ourselves. We're ready for some more action. Hope you guys are having a good time. Want to make sure you do have a hoof hand. For those of you kind of hanging out in the chat or watching this later, we are posting a bunch of links to things. So be sure to check out our Discord if you want to be part of the group. There's a lot of people in the community now all getting together. You want to make sure you're checking out the stream team that we have. So we'll have all those linked and advertisements and stuff for in the Discord. So go check those out. If you're watching this on YouTube, you probably don't see those panels, but that's, I'm assuming, what Spicy Mike was pointing towards. But we'll get you there. And there's some other stuff involved too, so just come on, check it out. And again, we will keep you posted about that follower count. So if you know anybody who might be interested in our content, not just Pathfinder, but the other shows we also do, there are a ton of shows. Be sure to send them our way. And if you look down below in the panels right now for you watching live, we have a bit of descriptions about our other shows during the week. So in addition, I think we still need a panel for our video game night that happens on Thursday nights, so that'll be tomorrow. And we're probably going to be playing World War Z again tomorrow, so that'll be a good time. But we have be sure to check out all that stuff, and
The
hope you see
Russians
the
killing
show.
zombie. You love to kill zombie.
Yes, we do.
You don't get to see my face when I do voice, but my face always looks like this when doing voice. It's the only way it can happen.
It is. You know, you have to have your top of your mouth not move. So
I cannot do it otherwise.
it's fantastic. So welcome back from the break. I want to make sure everyone is here with us, and it is time to get rolling again. So last we left off before the little break there, we had Dig Bungle gets scared off by Bort for a brief moment in his shame of non-dwarfydom. Clashius had taken a bunch of belts from the local townsfolk. The bar
Mostly
had
just
settled
rope.
down. That's right, mostly rope, one leather belt. The bar had settled down, and a the sheriff had been called. Rolth Garley had appeared, and kind of has that small town cop kind of vibe to him. He kind of rolls in, looking a little confused. He knows the usual suspects for the bar crawl and kind of takes them off to the corners to kind of talking to him. But it appears nobody really gives him the time of day. And looking at you guys, he kind of just decides to like give you the nod. You know, that's what you're doing. Just carry on. And he proceeds to sit in the at the bar up by Delma in the back corner, where she can see me pinging right there. So
Actually,
guys,
nobody can see you pinging right there because your screen's not showing that. Sorry.
this one right here, you're not seeing? I see you.
You show it on the.
Oh yeah.
There it is. It's in the
Okay.
corner. Now it's in the friggin' corner now. Okay, there we go.
So we are gonna pick that back up. We were just told some stories by Bort, and the guys were kind of hanging out doing their thing. I'm gonna move these tokens out of the way so they're not in the way. There we go.
I'm still eating my stew.
And we'll go back to putting the other logo up real fast so we can give the module a little bit of love, because they did a good job putting together the Roll20 content for this, and I am much appreciative of it. There we go. And we'll show you the cover of that. This is the Fall of Plaguestone by Jason Bullman, if you're just joining
They
us.
don't call it that.
They don't call it that, that's true. And that's what it looks like. And we're using the Roll20 version of it, which comes with all the maps, all the tokens, all kinds of information. It makes it really easy to run, so it's been great. So, you're sitting back down there with Bort, who is regaling you with tales and was asking you about what you're up to, if you had any good stories. And he was pounding away some of his favorite porridge as he was doing it.
Did I tell you about the time I knocked out an Eton?
I think you did, but I'll hear it again.
Well, you have to knock him out twice. You have to hit him in both heads. One and then the other.
Nice. Well, I'll keep that in mind the next time I'm tangling with one of them guys.
It's also illegal in a well fight to do a float punch. That's why it's so hard to beat a dragon, because of off float.
I hadn't thought about that before. Oh, that's great. Oh. Now, if you are trained in medicine right now, if you are trained in medicine, roll that. If not, roll perception.
Is everybody?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see.
Bum, 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 bum.
16.
17.
Wow.
18.
Okay. So for those of you with medicine, I'll tell you what you get here in a second. It sounds like you guys roll pretty well. You've noticed as Bort has been talking to you, he's been, earlier I was telling you he was kind of putting his hand on his stomach like he was laughing too hard. But you keep catching him while he's talking to you guys, like coughing a little bit. And, he's hiding it, but he looks like he's having a rough go of things. Now, for you guys with the medicine, you're noticing he's got some like weirdness to him. He's breathing a little shallow, and you can hear some like rumbling sounds in his guts, real like subtle, and it doesn't sound good. You've been noticing it for the last about a minute or so of him hanging around here.
I'll lean in as like, you don't be a hero. I'm the only one. Don't worry about it. But you're done. You're cut off.
Oh, you don't. No, he's.
You can't have this anymore. And
He goes to whisper. He's like, you don't take a beer from a dwarf
I'm doing it.
or my porridge.
I'm doing it. I'm taking them both.
Oh, come on.
In the morning because you're not going to be a dead one.
Oh, I might as well
And
be
I
dead if I'm a
careful-
dwarf without a beer.
And I carefully pick it up with my two hands, and of course that means I cannot, and it falls and shatters.
Yes, it does. There's a. What'd you guys roll in your perception checks?
Mine was an 18 medicine.
Okay.
Medicine?
I
Yeah, I
was
rolled
a
a 16.
17 medicine.
Okay, so for you guys in the medicine, you got that other part. Also, though, with your high rolls there, those of you who rolled medicine earlier, go ahead and roll perception for me now.
Oh, yellow perception. Let's see what we got here.
I assume that's this button.
I don't remember where that is. There it is.
That's bullshit.
Oh.
Oh,
Dirty 20.
3.
All right, so Jasper is
23.
23.
23.
23.
You catch Bort belches, and there's like a slight floral scent. It doesn't smell like anything that you've been around in here.
That's his stomach flora and fauna, literally.
Bort, you might want me to have me take a look at you. Something don't seem right.
And you start to look at him, and
I lean over to my
Friggin'
medical
heart attack over
colleague.
here.
Did you smell that?
I did.
Smells like flowers. That's not right. Doctor, I'm here to assist.
Jasper Smoothhand.
My hands are at your disposal, Doctor.
He's not looking good, man. There's something wrong with him.
May I attempt to... first, I'm actually going to detect magic, first of all, because that's a very strange scent.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast the cantrip Detect Magic. Is anything about him magical?
He has some little trinkets on him, it looks like. There are some, like, the little twisty bits on his beard have a really minor magic to them. You've noticed that there's nothing in his beard. It's immaculately clean, so you're assuming maybe there's some magic to that. But other than that, you're not really picking anything up magically.
He has
All
a
right.
magic beard.
In that case, I'm going to use the light cantrip to kind of illuminate my little walking stick, essentially my cane. And with that, I will give him a bonus to a saving throw.
Okay.
Because of my bloodline. And doing that, I guess, other than that, I think there's like some treat medicine things I can do, like detect poison or detect disease. I gotta pull it up here.
Is anyone hearing a really weird staticky sound happening?
Yeah, we're getting like an interference somewhere. I'm not sure where it's coming from.
All right, I was just making sure I wasn't going crazy. Can we mute?
Sounds like a Nintendo Fortress that
It
just
does.
been blown up by a missile.
Yeah.
Let's go around the circle. So Levi, mute your mic for a second, see if it goes away, or actually it just went away already. So if it comes back,
strain.
we'll do a check to see which one of us is producing, or if it's me, and then we'll see if we can clear it up. But it looks like it took care of itself. So, so Jasper Smoothhands, go ahead and let's take a look.
Doctor.
So
So good every time. Let's take a look at treat medicine. See if they can pull it up real fast.
Wait, what's your last name?
wounds.
What's your character's last name?
Dr. Jasper Smoothhands.
That's his actual name. I thought that was
It is actually Smoothhands, yeah.
Yep.
See, I was thinking we could do Dr. Smoothhands something because it's the same like rhythm as Dandy Ghost Hand McGee, but
So he's
so,
actually Dr. Smoothhands.
Dr. Smoothhands.
Yeah. Also he's a
I
doctor
gotta
and
find
a
something
sorcerer.
All right, Smooth Hands. If you have a healer's toolkit on you, you are allowed
I
to
do.
make a treat poison roll. If you think it's a poison, you can make a treat wounds if you think it's a wound. You can treat disease if you think it's a disease. Or you can administer first aid if you think that there is a need for that.
Would I need to make another roll, or based on all of our combined medical knowledge here with our excellent rolls, can we determine if this is a disease or a poison?
Well, let me give you a list of symptoms you're noticing. He's got a gurgling in his gut that you can audibly hear. His breathing is shallow and raspy, like his throat might be sealing shut. And there is a slight tinge of blue appearing on the tips of his fingers and around his lips.
Doctor, this is an allergic reaction, and I understand it's definitely the turnip wine.
We got a hero point given to Spicy Mike by Animal G, so we'll put that on there.
But it says clashes.
No,
use
he wants
Spicy
me to
Mike.
use Spicy Mike in a sentence.
Okay. We use the alternate lift up. Okay,
Using
excellent.
the other. I haven't had a chance. I'll use it.
Got it.
Fantastic. Good
Okay.
use. That was something we talked about earlier, so as an alternate
Yes.
thing for tonight, if you want Clashius, who's using the Mike Tyson voice, to use a silly word wrong throughout the course of the game, go ahead and use the hero point for a single player and type out what you want them to be saying.
Had to be
And it has to be
syllables.
three syllables.
Three
syllables.
Right, well,
Like
in that case, I will
If you want me to
treat
say
poison.
Spicy Mike, you gotta give me 3 syllables to say Spicy Mike.
That's 3 syllables.
It's good. It's perfect.
Spicy Mike.
Don't worry, we're going to use the actual thins in a minute.
All right, smooth hands. What we got?
Treat and poison.
Treat poison. Okay, so I would like you to roll your medicine, and I've got difficulty here, I think.
It's an 18.
Hey, thank you for the bits.
Thank you.
Hey, much appreciated.
Thank you for the bits.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
nice. Very nice. Let's see. All right. So you roll an 18. So with your roll, you know that it is definitely a poison. It is not a allergic reaction. It is not something else occurring to me like asphyxiation or something. But you could tell his throat is sealing shut, and with an 18, unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be enough to treat the poison.
Hero point.
Yeah.
Friggin' emergency
We're
tracheotomy.
spending that. We're gonna
So,
see if this goes better.
so you are spending a hero point. I'll mark it off.
I assist.
Okay, so if you want to assist, you also make a roll. If you succeed, you give him a bonus. Yeah, he's gonna die. That's what it sounds like.
A dirty 19.
Dirty 19. That's not gonna be sufficient, unfortunately. This is a
That's just for the
serious
assist,
poison.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's not enough for him to get a bonus.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to succeed in order to give a bonus for them to succeed.
That's a 21 this time.
And unfortunately, that is not enough.
Wow.
This
guy
this poison
wasn't
is
it to friggin'
severe.
die.
And you start to see he's coughing immensely. You see he is struggling to breathe, and it is going quick. So I want somebody to roll for me. Who likes
them out
Bort?
of his frickin'
In the chat, tell me who is going to roll for Bort's fate here.
Friggin' Bort.
Cassius Clay.
Oh.
He begins.
Oh, Levi's getting a hero point from Zaylan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't full.
Sailing?
Cassius starts counting. 1, 2, 3,
All right.
4.
Bort, no!
So Animal G wants Mike, Spicy Mike to roll, huh?
Mike the
Yeah, damn right.
All right, Spicy Mike, you are going to be holding Mr. Bort's life or death in your hands as you are going to roll his fortitude.
He's gonna friggin' die. He's gonna so friggin' die. So I'm just rolling the dice for his fortitude.
Roll the dice and then tell me
Okay,
what
here
you
we
got,
go.
and I will tell you if it does it or not.
All right, here we go. Oof. It's gonna be natural 20. It is not. There's a friggin' 4. So he is not gonna make it.
All right.
And neutralize poison's a 3rd level spell. Eesh.
Hey, so do you get experience points for that kill then, Spicy?
I think that I should.
I mean, is that how this works? Because
I think it's pretty fantastic. That's
That's
basically
bullshit.
gonna
It
make
doesn't
me
work that
level
way.
5.
I mean,
So-
you fucking killed him.
Is this
This guy's pretty fucking important.
You can see he is struggling bad. It's getting real dark, and it seems at this moment the
Oh,
band is
dark for
starting to
him.
realize something is not going right. And
Spicy Mike, I think someday you might be a contender. One day, maybe.
Well, I would never want to take.
You gotta work on your punches, though. Your
I don't
punches are
think I'm gonna
sloppy.
do that.
Your punches
I
are
could
sloppy.
use some more help over here.
Got a good kick and an elbow. You know what I mean?
I'm right
I'm
there.
more of a cage guy.
I'm right there. I'll do whatever I can to
All right.
help guys.
anyone else want to try to do something here? You got
This is
Dick
a
Bungle wants
standing
to try to
8
get into it.
count. He is out. He is knocked out.
He's not looking good. Bort is dying in front of you. Anyone else want to try something?
I don't really know what I can do.
did he prepay for the rooms?
You don't know.
Does he have a nice belt? Oh, he took his
well,
belt.
You have his
Doc,
belt.
I mean, did... damn it, did you look under his fingernail? I mean, that's where the... oh, shit, I just dropped my dice. Oh, sorry. Oh, hell, I'll just do it on the screen.
All right, what do we get?
I'm gonna push this button. Medicine, right?
Medicine, yeah. Unfortunately, not high enough.
There's nothing on his fingernails. Yep, he's dead.
All right, well, since nothing looks like it's working here, we're gonna take an old family recipe.
Is he
and we're gonna see
Is
if
he
this
coughing,
works.
Or did he stop coughing? Is he unconscious?
He is still conscious. He is like throwing up, and he is coughing.
I pull his
and-
beard back.
Yeah, and he is stumbling down onto the table like he is gasping for his life here.
All right. Here's
Yes.
what my mom used to do whenever we was sick, and we'll see if this works. Okay,
You see the twins come rushing over from the other table, and you start to see the sheriff starts making his way across the room towards you guys. So I got. What are you doing, Mike?
Well, we're gonna. He comes up behind him and he goes, "Okay." So he's looking at his back and he's kind of finding the right spot, and he just like slaps him super hard, like right in the middle of the back.
Okay. Are you doing this as a treat medicine, or what are you trying?
as a medicine check.
Okay.
That's what my mom's used to do.
All right.
Clearly he's choking, right?
And she would do that even if we went sick.
Yeah.
I got a 12, so it's not gonna work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Oh god! Clashes clay dice and rolls towel. Should we throw it in?
I feel like towels are being thrown.
Oh, that's so fucking funny. That was in our private chat, so I had to read that out loud. That's great.
It's in the rolls. It's an item in my inventory. Is the towel.
Oh my god.
So I bought it. I bought it at character creation. The towel.
Fantastic.
If he's having a hard time breathing, do we have anything to poke a hole in his throat? I mean, if you want, I could use my dog slicer.
I just told you what punches are not allowed at a perfect fight.
There are some
We're
forks.
not fighting.
There are 2-pronged forks on the table. You got a knife.
Yeah, hold on. I get on my T-square.
Well, Mike, you
line
already
up.
tried your thing, so we're gonna let everyone
Are you
have
gonna
one
make
action.
him a
I line it
coffin?
up. I let him hit it.
Mighty Mike, you can make him a
take-
coffin.
I take my clan dagger
Okay.
and I get ready to do an emergency tracheotomy.
All right. So let's roll that with a medicine. T-square man. Let's if you
I
have
feel like
medicine,
this is a
roll that one.
friggin' fool's errand.
I'm gonna do an attempt to assist because
Okay.
All right, we're gonna do it on screen for this one.
I'm gonna
So
give
we-
myself guidance.
Okay. Let's
Here's
see
my
if you guys can
medicine
pull it
roll.
off. Ooh.
It's a friggin'
Oh
11.
wait, because I cast guidance, I have to roll
oh no,
cast now, right?
Yep,
Roll
so
the
roll
cast,
a d20
yeah.
for me.
Oh, no effect.
Okay, so not a 1 or 2 or a 20. Okay.
Right, not 1, 2, 20.
We,
Alright,
off stream, we
so-
decided that because he has a hoof now as a hand, it's going to make his casting more prone to being wild. Oh, Malice wanted to infect your spellcast here, though.
Just boosted it to 5K.
boy, here we
go.
Fire.
So we have the basic wild effect. So a D100, please, from Levi.
All right. Well, as that goes off, I cast the guidance and I give myself a +1.
Okay.
So I get a total of let's see, I kind of see everything on the sheet. I get
Save
a
that dwarf.
16.
16?
and I assume my 18
16
wasn't
on an
enough to
emergency
assist.
tracheotomy.
Okay. That is a little higher than the expert value, so I'll say you could perform it. So you take
can reroll.
some assistance from anyone else, may be able to push it
Yeah,
up a
I
little
rolled
higher.
an 18. If I
So-
can assist with an 18,
All right, let's look at the official rule and help just so I get it correct for the future, because we're learning some of the
Levi,
system.
you have 3 rerolls if you want a better roll.
I do want a better roll. I keep forgetting I have rerolls because I generally
Yeah.
like having bad.
Well, the
Yeah,
audience
you do.
has been pretty awesome at filling us full of them, so you should.
You should definitely use them.
I will honor that. I rolled a 3, and I'll burn another one, and I rolled a 7, and I burned another one, and I rolled a 3. So I burned all of they're all gone.
So you did
And I
worse as a result. That's amazing.
Right,
Oh.
right. So it's
Oh.
worse now. Now
Yeah, we said anything.
got an 11.
So
and
now
for-
it's an 11, huh?
It's an 11. I'm holding up the clan dagger. I'm like, in the name of Clan Slarghopper, I'm here for you, Bort. You gotta trust me now. And then I push down. It's like, 11. Okay, so and here comes.
You should sacrifice him to Gorum.
Here
Oh,
comes,
praise Gorum.
this one goes out for Malice. It is a 43.
43, you say.
It's a 43.
For the next minute, you can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action on each of your turns.
Fantastic.
Oh,
What kind of action is that going to count as in this system, Jeff?
We will count that as a reaction, we'll say.
So, oh no, is he bleeding?
He is definitely bleeding. I'm trying to find the rule for assisting people, because I want to...
I gotta get some towels,
correct,
and I
but-
teleport behind the bar, and I grab towels, and I teleport it back, and I put him down.
Hey, while you're doing that, Lug is still eating a piece of wolf meat, and he just says, I'm pretty sure you just missed.
All right, I am having a hard time finding this thing for some reason, so I'm going to skip ahead. I'm going to make a temporary ruling on this just so we can keep the thing rolling. If somebody can find it, then great. But for now, if you can roll above the number I have in my head, then I'll give a +2 to his outcome. But you have to be trained in medicine to make the roll.
All right.
So would an 18 have done that?
Yes, it would have.
Okay.
So Levi, you were at 11. So with +2, you're at 13. So, and somebody else was helping. I think you said Spicy Mike was helping.
Yeah, sure. I'm helping. Yeah, that's.
Do you have medicine as trained skill?
I don't know if I'm actually trained. Let me
Okay.
see here. Hold on. I am not, in fact, trained.
All right. Well, I will raise the difficulty way high, and we'll see if you can help. So
Here we go.
Hey, Spicy Mike.
Yes. May I help you, please?
Yeah. Last week, Pika spent for your crazy voice, and she didn't
That's-
get to.
That is true. Yes.
So what do you want then?
Let's see. What? What's happening?
I didn't know. Pika's looking up for maybe it's like getting a refund.
Oh,
I didn't know
we
what
can,
you want
we
to
can
spend
work
it
on
on.
that. That's
yeah.
we can-
So that was equivalent of 1,000 cans, I
Aye,
think.
it was a voice.
It was, in fact, which is almost the same as a hero point.
I'll give it to you. I'll let it be a hero point. So if you got,
Okay.
so if you want to give it
we
to
go.
somebody, let me know, and I'll count that as a refund for the other week of
That
Cam being
is-
lame.
I am sorry, but my voice was in pain, and I could not continue with that particular voice.
All right. So did you roll your medicine there, Cam?
I did, and I got a 12.
Okay.
It was not good.
So the final outcome was a 13. So Dick Bungle,
Fantastic.
with the help of your friends, you try to go for the right spot, and you stab your clan dagger, saying your thing to him, and it's
guy's
so
friggin'
close to the
noob.
right spot. You can feel that you've opened his throat for him. You can hear a gout of blood shoots out, and then you see his breathing. And I'm getting an echo from somebody. You hearing that too?
I am not.
Jasper is the person who is getting the hero points from Pika, so I'll add that on there.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Thank you.
And so he's back up to 2, it looks like. So, at this point, Spicy Mike, I need you to roll
Yes.
Bort's Fortitude save.
Oh boy, here we go.
This is the
gonna be
second one.
terrible. This
He
is
does have a. What was it? I gave him a bonus to a save.
Yes, you did.
All right, here we go.
How much is that?
Can I give him guidance on his save?
Can you link the spell for me so I can take a look?
Aye.
Question: can I use a hero point to re-roll
Yes.
for someone else's friggin' shit?
I'll
'Cause
allow it.
This was
I will
terrible.
allow it. So you can grant a +1.
That is exactly the same friggin'
Yeah, it's a
roll.
+1. That's right.
Yep. So Dig Bungle's providing a +1 bonus to it. So what'd you get?
Even with the re-roll, I rolled the same thing, and it is a 7. It is not good.
That is not good.
This
All
guy
right.
picked the wrong people to try to help.
That
you
is
guys, for
correct.
sure.
He
That
is not looking
absolutely
great.
true.
So this right now, I'm going through the rules for this poison, and just to show you kind of how this works in Pathfinder Second
Friggin'
Edition,
devastating.
there is a whole set of rules here. So it tells you about when it takes effect. So there's initial saving throw. In this case, the DC is 24.
Oh.
The onset occurs in a D3 minutes. So I rolled that earlier, and it was 2 minutes. And then that's when you make your initial rolls on the things. And it lasts up to 6 minutes in this case. Stage 1, he takes a D6 of poison damage and is sickened, which means he basically doesn't get to do anything except for throw up. And then the next round...
But not on his beard, because I got it out of the way.
That's right. And then a minute after that, so this was like when he was coughing and choking earlier, but you guys weren't really noticing it. After that, he gets to stage 2, where it's 2d6 of damage, and he can't breathe for a round. And so I have to start doing suffocation stuff as well. And then we'll see where we get after that. So,
Oh boy, here we go.
all right, gentlemen, we are on another turn here. Anything else you think you can do?
By the way, I believed in order to aid somebody, you have to have a feat called aid.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, really?
That is
I believe
correct.
that's correct. I was just looking at that myself.
Well, all right.
It is on page 470 for you following at home.
Good to know.
Yeah,
All right.
You can't add DCs or help out unless you have the feat.
if the chat
damn
would
it,
like
we
me
tried.
to, if the chat would like me to use my hero point to help Bort, let me know.
Bort. I have a feeling they just want Bort to die.
It might be. I don't know.
We'll see.
It's possible.
All right,
Let's
so let's start off
Well,
with
actually, if it's not a feat. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. There is a feat. It's a basic action.
Okay.
But you have a DC of 20, typical. If it's hotter than that, you can raise it, of course, but you have to beat that DC to then get that bonus. And then if you succeed, you get a +1. If you crit, you get a +2.
If you crit fail, you got a -1.
Yep.
Yeah, if you
Sounds
crit
like
fail,
that
you get a
kind of deal.
-1. Yeah.
All right, so the chat has told me they want us to help Bort, so I will let you re-roll that again, Cam.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay, here we go.
There's no help for Bort. Oh, he threw it a
Come
towel.
on, baby. Oh, that's better. That's better. We got a 16.
Not enough.
Come on.
All right.
You're wasting a lot of time and effort on a guy who did. You should
So we'll
build
go
a
through.
casket.
We'll go through the
He's
round,
quiet.
starting with Lug. So if there's anything Lug would like to do besides eat, he's like,
Well, I mean, I've told you how to do the trach. I checked under his fingernails. I mean, I can't help it that you get. Look, right there, under his left eye. All you got to do is poke him. That's a 15 plus 4. 19.
what was the attempt you were doing there? A treat poison kind of thing?
Yeah, I'm removing the poison by blocking off the that thing in his eyeball, like everybody knows how to do.
Okay. I will grant a bonus to his fortitude check because I think that was higher than Smooth Hands. Oh, it wasn't high enough. That's right.
Smooth hands.
Nope, everything is based
I
on
have
the
all
same
the
DC.
skills.
All right, so it's unfortunately not high enough. This poison
I'll
is
go ahead and
super
spend a
devastating.
hero point and do it again. So, because I'm pretty sure maybe it was the right eye. My bad. I'm sorry about that.
All right, spend that hero point.
And it was a 16 plus
Cool.
4. So it's a 20 at least. But
So 20. I'll give him a plus
yeah.
1 to his fortitude check with that.
okay.
So,
Oh yeah, it was right eye. My bad.
Spicy Mike, what do you got for us? Anything you want to add?
So it's
I'm
always
pretty
the
sure
right
I've
eye?
exhausted
Is that,
everything
it's like
that I got.
same? It's always
Nah.
on the right.
Well, for a dwarf, apparently it's on the right eye. Normally for us, it's on the left eye.
Oh, so the goblin's a left eye. I just didn't
Yeah.
know that. All right.
You see, like, the crowd is coming in, like, really concerned about what's happening over there. Delma's grabbing some kits. It looks like some kind of medical
Please
kit.
keep your distance. We don't know the nature of what's happening here. We're doing our best to get him back on his feet. Please keep your distance.
I'm pretty sure it's contagious, folks. You ought to back up.
Dylan, sound a bell. This fool's out. It's over.
Ding, 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 ding. Spicy Mike, you're saying you don't have anything you can do?
I do not believe, unless me jumping from a dead stance is going to help him. That's about all I
It's
can do at
funny.
this point.
I don't know if it's the appropriate
It is
time,
funny.
but
Spicy
yeah.
Mike does a backflip just for fun.
Bort looks her. Gives you the thumbs up, Terminator style, like he's going into the. Dr. Jasper Smoothhands, you got anything for him?
I either have, I'm not sure if I can just continue to keep rolling medicine.
I'll
or
give you
I
another
also
try at it.
Have lore anatomy,
Okay. You can give
but
that a roll
that's
if you think it's
not
higher.
as good. No, it's not.
Okay.
it's not.
Well,
Try that
we're gonna
treat
go.
poison if you got it.
I will. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Nope.
What is that? That is a...
That's an 8.
That's an 8. That's terrible.
It's hard to get up there. I'm gonna
Wasn't a-
spend.
It is a
spend a
critical
point.
failure because it's 10 less than the...
That's why I'm gonna definitely
thanks.
spend that point.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
The only medicine that I have is a pericardial thump.
Nope.
She was
Worse.
a heart. The
You made
heart
it
is
worse?
fucked again.
Oh yeah.
But I can't do that till he's actually dead.
Wow. Okay, so Jasper, what did you try that made this worse?
Apparently, attempting to probably get more space in the hole for our trach to get that breathing through there. So,
All right. Yeah, so
getting there with my
Jasper-
healing tools at the
He
wound.
tries to open his trach up a little bit and ends up plugging his trachea instead of opening it.
Oh,
And you hear Like Bort's like trying his hardest to get something out.
Damn,
like,
smooth hands, you're at his spine, not his throat.
He's like grabbing at Jasper's hand,
I'm
trying to
holding
pull
up
it
his
away.
beard. I'm holding up his beard like a screen, so I can't really see what's happening down there.
Okay, that's good. And Classius, you decided just to say fuck it, right? You rang the bell, had him tapped out.
I mean, I had to make a medicine roll to punch him in the heart so hard it starts beating again.
Is that what you're gonna do?
I have to wait for his heart to actually stop beating first, though. So once
Okay.
Smooth Hands is done killing him, I will bring him back with a stomp.
Okay. And then Dig Bungle, what do you got, man?
Hippocratic oath,
It's
do no
you and this
harm.
dwarf. You guys are brethren.
I'm holding a spell just in case.
You are looking at him. This is the time. This is the
This
end.
is the time.
Ooh, not unless it's stabilized.
Stabilize?
Yes.
Tell me what
It's
stabilize does.
anticlimactic, but
Oh, please, somebody add an effect to stabilize. Please.
I rolled it. It didn't get an effect this time.
Huh. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah,
So
I
what-
also have stabilized, which is what I was waiting to do too, because he wasn't technically like dead yet or unconscious.
Interesting. Okay, so the way stabilize works in this game is you target a dying creature. Positive energy shuts death's door. The target loses the dying condition, which in Pathfinder 2nd edition now, when you get knocked unconscious, you start dying. And so you have saving throws, basically try not to die, and you're unconscious during that time. So in this case, you get rid of that dying condition, though you remain unconscious and you're still at 0 hit points. Now, that will work for a turn, but then the poison is still in his system and will continue. So he'll be knocked back down. And the problem with this is that unlike in other games, like 5th edition, when you get knocked unconscious and are dying, you also gain a wounded condition. And so the next time you drop down, your dying condition is upgraded. And then each time you'll upgrade, and once it gets to 4 times, you're dead.
So I can babysit him, but it still won't matter because it's just a new clock.
Right.
Okay.
So you can delay it and give him more chances, but
I'll sit here and I'll do
frickin'
that.
done
I'll
for.
just
Alright.
sit here and stabilize and stabilize.
out of curiosity, were there any more wild effects that I had forgotten about?
No.
don't-
Chat, did anybody spend points that you didn't get what you wanted?
I'll honor it if it does. So while they're doing that, Spicy Mike,
Yes.
roll us that.
I gotta roll something good eventually.
Lug gave him a +1, but Jasper gave him a -1, so it's a straight roll.
It's a 4.
It's a 4.
It is a natural 4.
Okay.
It is also a dirty 4.
That would be a critical failure. Does anyone in chat want me to spend a hero point for Bort?
It is time for this guy to friggin' die. He just does not
Somebody
want
wants
to
Bort
live.
dead.
He does not want to friggin'
You
Might be
guys-
the Lady of Death.
You guys can tell me if you think it's time to give up on it. You can tell me that. But otherwise, we can roll it out.
Pika says yes.
Okay.
Pika wants me to re-roll it, so
I
Go ahead and re-roll it.
Bort is the worst.
Bort. Bort.
Oh.
all right, roll it again for me. I spent a hero point, number 2.
Oh boy. So I gotta roll one more time.
Come on.
He's making a mistake of making me roll these, but that's
I
fine.
know. That's why I'm doing it.
That was better. I rolled a 9.
A 9.
Yes,
Still a
we are
critical
still-
failure.
I'd like to think this is like a glance into the dark future for all of us. If one of us goes down, like this is
I
what's
would
gonna
like to
happen.
not
This is
catch
a bad
this plague from Plaguestone. But
Okay.
Luckily, I don't ever go down, so you ain't got to worry about it.
On that, you see Bort reaches up and grabs Jasper's hand out of his throat, and he grabs a hold of Dig Bungle and pulls him close. You have to carry it for the rest of the dwarven kind, laddie. I've got nothing left here.
Kill what? Kill what? Stabilize! And I roll, and I don't get a wild effect, but he's stabilized for the second time with now the wounded condition.
All right, so he is unconscious. He is
literally
not
torturing
dead.
This guy.
He's trying to live. So we'll go back around. If you guys want to keep rolling at it, we can keep rolling at it. Otherwise, if
You
we
want
got
me to make my
borrowed time.
medicine check to save his wife? Could I quickly have all the skills?
Didn't know he
Are
was
you trained in it, or are you just making a raw roll?
I'm on the wrong sheet. Let me take a look.
I was just looking at the wrong character.
I think it takes
right
10
character,
minutes
just
to
on
How
the
many
wrong part
sheets
of the
do you
sheet.
have?
He's got 6 characters.
No,
He's got
I was on the
Dylan.
feed. So I had to switch back over to what is that? Medicine?
Yes.
0. I'm a flat 0, but I got this. Don't worry.
All right, give it a roll. We'll
But I
we'll
got
see if
this.
there's any possibility of this being good.
Treat poison as 1 action.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a natural.
I'm spinning my point.
Okay. That is a critical fail. He's re-rolling it.
18.
Okay. And you were describing as you're punching him in the stomach to get his heart started again?
No, you punch the heart. Punch the
All right.
heart, and it starts back up after it stops. Everybody knows that. You just thump them on the chest real hard.
All right. We will see if that helps. Anyone else got anything?
So are we doing all new turns again?
Yeah, basically.
All right. I got 1 move left.
Okay.
My cousin's mother once told me. I take out my dog slicer.
Oh boy.
That's your aunt.
What?
Your cousin's mother is your freaking aunt.
Genealogy.
Hey, watch your language. She's family.
I know, she's your freaking aunt. That's what I said.
She no damn aunt. I take out my dog slicer. And I relieve the pressure from behind his ear.
Just cuts his ear off.
A small incision,
Oh god.
approximately 1.2 centimeters long,
It's metric.
towards the base of the neck.
Of course, goblins use metric.
Works
Of
every
course.
time.
Freaking American.
It's natural. Natural.
Every time. All you gotta do is relieve the pressure. The poison's building up right now in his brain. That's what's happening.
He's
So,
not wrong. He's not wrong. Let's see what you
You
roll.
guys have been. I don't know what you keep doing, but it's not helping. You with the finger in the throat, and you with the. I don't know what you're doing with this scrot, Mr. Spicy. I'm not sure.
I had nothing.
Yeah,
to do
you
with this,
like fondling them will not help bring this man back into life. I'm just saying.
That's good because I was definitely not in my plans.
Yeah.
Precious
Okay.
moments.
I'm gonna roll them on the screen so we have some. Okay.
Let's do it.
So I'm making the incision to relieve the pressure so this man can live.
Ooh, a 21.
Oh boy!
Okay.
Somebody's finally gonna save this
Right.
unlucky bastard.
That is
So
enough
we're
for
working-
an assist. So we will throw that in there as a bonus to his fortitude save.
And nobody fuck this up, okay?
When
The
you're-
pressure is relieved.
You relieve the pressure behind his ear as you described, and you note that the blood coming out from the wound is slightly purplish. And you
that don't
see
look
it's
right.
there's regular kind of blood, but there's like a ribbon of like purpley ink coming out.
Yep, this man needs blood. Does anybody know this? Anybody compatible with this man so we can swap blood?
Poison Ivy says she wouldn't want any of these guys as my doctor.
No, for real.
Medieval medicine at its best.
We have no friggin' idea what.
Because that's clearly what needs to happen. We need to swap this man's blood with somebody else's.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll do it.
Total transfusion.
Spicy Mike, you got anything?
I'm gonna roll this fortitude, but that's all I got.
Okay,
I just need a bowl
Any more of these.
and a piece of straw.
Jasper.
I could take an action to treat poison, but seeing as it's only a +4, and that's probably gonna make it worse with with it being so high.
It's pretty bad.
I will just stay away and attempt to staunch the bleeding.
Okay. We already got a punch in the chest, Dig Bungle, buddy. We're gonna say this is the last chance.
This is friggin' it.
So I'm rolling medicine or just another stabilize to keep it going?
Your choice, man. We got an assist from Lug that's gonna be successful. This might help.
I'll go medicine. I'll try for it.
All right.
Don't fuck it up.
Go for Baroque.
I won't. I rolled well, that's a 6. So plus 7 is a 13, and I don't know.
It's unfortunately a critical fail.
God.
I watched the light fade in his eyes, I suppose, and I don't know. I didn't know.
All right.
You got to wing.
So you have to explain what you do, because that way I know what my reaction's going to be.
Yeah.
All right. I staunched the bleeding on his throat, and I turn to the just below, like, so bleed him here, and then
No, not there. No.
No.
Oh, Levi, you've been granted a hero point by the other animal G.
The other animal.
Would you like to use it?
There's currently 42 animal G's in chat right now.
42 freaking animal G's.
There's
I-
42 animals. I don't understand.
That's
The
simple
die-
freaking math.
The die says 19, which comes out to be a 26.
Holy shit. Okay, that is enough.
Definitely have the best medicine.
So when you say here and I say no over there, yeah, thank you. You're welcome.
And I take my clan dagger and I'm like, for slaughter copper, and I
They're my favorite cousin clan. And then the two of you guys, Lug and Digbungle, have done some good. We're gonna get a +4 bonus to to Bort's fortitude save.
A plus what? 4?
Yeah.
4.
So
Oh boy, here we go.
Cam, let's roll this bad boy.
All right, here we go.
guidance.
+4.
So that adds another 1. So
So a plus
And I
five.
rolled in that 20 magical effect.
oh shit. Let's see if it's good.
Holy crap.
Anyone want to upgrade that one? He's got a regular wild surge off of the normal chart, but it could be upgraded if you want to spend the points.
Be freaking upgraded. Get freaking upgraded.
That's when the big stuff happens. Maybe something good happens.
That's when the big freaking stuff happens. All right, all right.
All right, Cam, what do you got?
What is? Doesn't he get an effect? He gets a. He's just.
He will. But I want to know what you rolled.
Okay, so this is gonna get a +5. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, I got other bonuses back here behind the screen.
He's got other bonuses back there. Oh, that's good.
So just
We
tell me what's
got
on the die.
17.
17.
A 17.
Zombie decoy upgraded.
Zombie just
Zombie
upgraded
decoy.
that spell, by the way.
25
All right.
friggin' thousand.
So
That's a big boy.
you rolled a monstrous roll for Bort, and he would have been dead this turn, but he gets another shot at life. It's
Freaking shot at life.
it's a miracle. He is
Hold on.
wouldn't-
He's alive, or he gets another chance at it.
alive-ish, but he's still poisoned.
Oh God, no.
You have moved him up to stage 2 instead of stage 3, where he was suffocating and taking 3d6 damage a round.
Don't
So
get poisoned in Pathfinder 2.
this is a wicked poison, is what this is. So a 1 in 10,000 roll, you rolled a 681. Let's see what the
Not-
super wild effect is and see if it helps.
first 1,000.
Yeah, we haven't seen a roll this low. 681.
Low rolls sound like what Levi might do. That tracks. That
I
tracks.
do like him.
You
Okay.
have 2
This-
hoof hands, and
Nope.
you can never cast again.
Apparently, everyone in the universe, including yourself, now and has always known that your name is spelled the exact reverse of what it actually is spelled. So instead of Digbungle, your name is now ELGNABGGID.
Hold on, I gotta figure it out.
Including me?
Let's
Yes.
see here.
Wait,
But his name is
His name is
I got
El-
Ilgnub.
wait, no, we still
Elgnugid.
call him Digbungle, but we know it's
No.
spelled.
No,
Like, we'll humor
his
him.
name
We'll
is
humor.
not Digbungle. It has
Oh.
never been Digbungle. He has never told you it's Digbungle. It's whatever that is. Elgnugid.
His name is Elgin.
Elgoot Noob Gib.
Pleasure
Yeah.
to meet you. My name's El Nubgig.
I'm gonna call you Elky. Is that okay? Can I just call you Elky?
That doesn't help the
Nub
situation, but there it is.
Kid. Yeah. El Nub Kid.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
call you Elky.
You see, as you guys do your medicine and everything, you see Bort's
EMP.
eyes shoot open, and he looks into your face. Elgnugid! I want to live!
That's me.
You've got to carry it on if I pass, but you need to find out who did this.
For those of you at the at-home version of the game, that look on Levi's face is him realizing he has to redo the art on his tile for the overlay.
That's true. That is true.
He just caused himself more work.
This thing here for him, he needs to change that for me. That's hilarious. All right, so this is it, guys. You borrowed an extra round for him that he's not dead, and this is probably the last shot.
And all he did was say, "Don't let anybody else catch this shit." Yeah, like no kidding, buddy.
That's not what he said.
That is not what he said.
It's a terrible name.
He said, find out who did this to me. I think this man was, well, we know he's poisoned. and it clearly was in his stew.
Clearly, because he ate a lot of it.
Yep.
It's clearly her fault. I point back there at Thelma. Look,
I
see by
really
this-
like that name too, Animal G. I worked so hard on it.
Hey now,
Elk
he can,
knob.
he can always roll 681
Oh, right,
again
exactly.
and
That's
reverse
possible.
it right back to Dig Bungle.
That's true.
All right,
There's
guys.
only a 1 in 10,000 chance.
Let's fast track these rolls real quick. So if you're going to try the same thing you did last time, let me know. If you're giving it up, let me know. I want to just get this.
I will roll his fortitude,
Okay.
and then we'll add whatever to it.
Okay.
So you guys tell me if I should be adding anything.
Lug did not get high enough to add a bonus.
I'll burn a point. Do it again.
All right.
I'll also attempt to.
Well,
Nope, we're gonna
Balzac.
burn that last point.
Ooh, that turned into a crit. Oh, that is an actual nat 1 from Dr. Jasper. Smooth hands. So that is a.
No, it's
crit
not.
roll.
That's a 14.
So you re-rolled it. So
Use the point.
let me find your hero point so I can tick that off.
It is good.
Lug technically also would have crit failed with his 6. So you have an action point to hero point.
I do. I'll do it again because Lug doesn't fail at nothing. Boom, bitches.
21. That's enough to give a bonus.
I just had to slide it down a little bit. I was a little too high behind the ear when I was relieving more pressure.
All right. So you see it. You know, if you had just slipped like you about did, you would have fucking cut his throat. Wide
Yeah,
open.
well, I mean,
Split
it
his
comes with the
jugular.
territory. I mean, yeah, when you're slicing a man, yeah, when you're slicing, I mean, it just happens.
Yep, you caught it right in time. And Jasper Smooth Hands, buddy, you had a still crit fail, sadly.
This
With a
freaking
14.
guy over here.
So,
Everybody's ruining my medicine.
It is true.
You're the doctor, really. Like,
The
really.
good news is, with this contagion, if any of us get this poison or whatever it is, we got a long time to fight it because you take so long to die.
that is an interesting situation as well, because he is still struggling to breathe, and that seems to be about the end of his breath. The rolls have counteracted each other, so it is a straight up roll unless Digbungle or Cassius have something to say about it.
I'll give it a go.
I mean,
Medicine 12.
Okay.
basically, I already did my thump, so he's gonna live.
All right. So you rolled a 12 total is what you rolled, Levi?
Hey.
Unfortunately, that is a crit fail as well. And since you have no rerolls, I have one left as
Freaking
the
guys.
DM. If the chat says so, I will use it to let Digbungle have a reroll.
Oh boy, here we go.
Praise
Here we
be to
go.
Gorum.
Because that is a dead Bort.
Oh boy, here we go.
It's definitely a dead board.
Yeah.
Gorum is the guy to punching people in the face.
All right, we got 4 yeses and 1 no. So,
Yeah, reroll.
It's just like no friend.
all right, so we're gonna spend it. You've been
Get
outvoted.
rid of this freaking guy.
So my last one, reroll that one there for me, Levi.
All right. New
That
dice.
crit fail would have actually killed him.
Not 20.
He
nat
literally
20.
murdered him.
Not 20.
Okay.
Oh boy, here we go.
So crit
okay.
fail, crit success. Okay. So we will go ahead and let
Nice.
Spicy Mike, the camster, roll for Bort's last life roll here.
Okay, here we go. Here we go, baby. All right, you
Then
can
the
do
dwarf
it. You can
died
do
for
it.
like an hour.
Yeah, he did die for like an hour.
That is a 14. He's definitely gonna friggin' die.
He looks up again, reaches up, grabs a hold of Digbungle's, or not Digbungle's.
Nope.
Elga.
El Nubgig?
Nub gigs.
El Nug Bib's
it's,
beard.
It's Elg. It's just Elg.
Elg.
You may not look like a dwarf anymore, and total, you may not be able to drink, but you'll always be a dwarf to me.
I'm so sorry. Oh.
This freaking guy, man. Who did this to him? Jeez.
And Bort has died.
Yeah, he really stuck in there, though. He really hung in there. I gotta give him that.
Cast prestidigitation. Oh.
You see the entire crowd comes over, and a hush settles in as they suddenly realize what's happened. They're looking around, they're seeing seeing what's in. Some of them are tossing their food down on the table, backing away from it. You see our sheriff friend comes on over. What's happened over here?
Well, Sheriff, someone poisoned this man.
No, it's about time the law showed up.
What he's... Well...
Serious poison, too, I
Been
might
45 minutes trying to save this man from dying.
And this all happened, by the way, even though it took a long time for us, it actually took moments. From the moment you guys saw that stuff was going down, this may have lasted 30 seconds of frantic work that you guys were trying to do.
Took him all 30 seconds to freaking
You mean
die.
frantic work on doing everything I was doing?
You see I have just blanked on the... Rolf walks over and grabs a tablecloth, comes over. Well, he was a good man, and tosses
I clean up Bort's body with prestidigitation. Just cast it, but I get him all looking as clean as I can. And then I take his clan dagger out of his wherever he's got it. I lay it on his chest. I cross his hands over it, and I hold the clan dagger on top of his beard. I get his beard looking all clean and nice before we wrap him up. And then I'll
Strangely, his beard continues to be immaculate. In spite of retching and blood and everything, his beard is pristine.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. And then I'm going to take just a little bit with my own clan dagger, like 4-inch length of a little bit of a lock, and I'm going to take it and then tie it off to my own later. And I'll help wrap him up, and I'll help whoever's going to take care of the body.
You see Ulf and Ulf come over, and they're horrified. They just look shocked. They see what you're doing, and they take it as a tender gesture that it is. And hey, we'll help. And you see the sheriff suddenly is like, all right, everyone, go to the corners. I need to talk to each of you and figure out what's happened here. Now you guys were with him, and he's like pointing at your crew and Ulf and Ulf. You guys knew him. You came in from the road. If anyone had something in for him, it'd have to be somebody who knew him. So I need to talk to each of you first. The rest of you lot, don't go anywhere. I know where you live, and I'll stop by each and every one of you if you can head out of here. Delma, make sure nobody leaves, okay? Now, you, Ulf, come back, Ulf, whichever one of you are, come back with me to the stable. I'm going to hear what you have to say about what you saw, and we'll figure this out. And with that, he takes Ulf off into the back. And at this point, you guys, if you have any intention of misleading or telling a different story or withholding any information, let me know. Otherwise, we will assume that he goes and he asks you some generic questions about what happened one by one to just kind of get the stories kind of going.
I don't lie. I tell everything.
I got no reason to friggin' lie.
I withhold. I withhold the allergy.
I give lots of friggin' details about the boss fight because that was
and
super
then
fun.
at some point while this is all going on, I'm gonna rummage through the kitchen and see if I can find a potato.
As you head back there, the cook is like, Amora back there. Honey, you're not coming back here. I know I had nothing to do with his death, and I don't want any evidence disturbed back here that would prove my innocence. So you need to get out of the kitchen. This is not for you.
No, okay, excuse me, madam. I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to administer last rites, and my friend back there, he just passed. The man. I know it seems strange, but part of his belief structure, we have to bury him with a potato. All I need is a single one. I'll pay for it, and then I pull out a couple.
No, not back here. You're gonna have to go back. Talk to one of the farmers. They got potatoes. You're not getting one from my kitchen. I'm not gonna have my reputation sullied by the death of a man.
Well, it's very strange. Well, all right, fine. You seem like a good person. No, leave.
And you see one of the farmers that's nearby. You need a potato? Okay, I got you a potato. I'll get it.
As many, and I grab his face, as many as you have. This was a good dwarf.
All right. Makes sense. Delma, I'm not running. I'll be back. And he takes off. And so one by one, each of you guys are questioned. As you're going through, you're hearing the questions. You could tell this guy is not really good at his job. He is doing his best to kind of piece together something, but it's pretty clear that he's just grasping at straws at this point. He has no idea what's going on. And it more or less looks like he's putting on an effort to the hoof hand, just to calm things down by making it look like there's a procedure ongoing. And he works his way through everyone over some time here. And while you're waiting for people to come out and do their bit, you guys can do some role-playing here.
Did you happen to see my roll I did earlier, Jeff?
I did not.
I rolled a 15 thievery to sneak his coin purse off him before the body was moved.
His coin purse being...
Lords.
Bort.
Okay.
Bort.
There are a lot of eyes on Bort, but he was covered with a blanket. So
yeah, this is when I still had my knife to his ear, so
okay.
I was all on him.
I'm going to say there is a significant enough distraction. If any of the players would like to roll a perception, I will let you do it because you guys are all right there, but nobody else is going to get a chance.
I don't care.
Okay.
I already took his
it.
belt. That's all that
Just
really
in
matters.
case.
Oh, Jasper.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I did not
Botched.
roll well.
With his
Jasper,
perception.
with his medical attention span here.
Feeling bad about the death right in front
That's
of me.
incredible. Yeah, it's a horrifying way to go. As you're looking at Bort, you're so...
Literally Dr. Death.
Yeah, you're so focused on Bort that you're looking at his face and his lips and his, everything around his eyes has this, like, bluish-purple veining kind of going on you're just stuck staring into his dead eyes. So, at this point, it's just, like I said, roleplay for now. Ulf and Ulf are like, I don't know who would have done this. It's
clearly the wolves. The wolves did it.
the wolves didn't do it.
Yeah, the one
Hey,
he had the foamy mouth. He's like wabies. He's got wabies.
Hey, Ulf, who was the person he was coming to talk to here in town?
Well, I don't know for sure. I mean, we had a couple drop-offs here, and then we had some of the farmers had some supplies, some grains and stuff. But he does some other deals here and there when we're not paying attention. I don't know. We'd have to check his notes.
He has notes. Perfect.
Yeah, he's got
Are
a
they
ledger.
on him?
No, he doesn't take them with him. They'd be in the cart.
All right. Well, we need to find out who his business experiences were with, and we can single out what's possibly happened here. I mean, clearly he was poisoned. We all see this, right?
Clearly. So freaking clearly.
Agreed.
You see the
so-
sheriff kind of leans in.
Oh, Bort.
So you're saying you're willing to help out with the investigation then?
Yeah, we can do the investigation for you, sir.
That's good,
Yeah,
because
it sounds like we need to do that.
this looks like a bigger situation than what I can handle here. I'm going to have to call for the judge, and he's not going to be here for a while.
Does the judge have even a gavel? If you don't have a jail.
Well, he's from the big city, so he's
That's a
got
solid
jurisdiction over
question.
the whole lot of us, and he'll be able to take care of all this. But like I said, he's out on rounds. It's going to be probably a month before he can get here. But if you can speed things up, find the evidence, and get it ready, we might be able to send a runner out to get to him quicker.
Wait, so you want me to stick around for a month?
Well, if you leave, we're going to have to send people to track down you, because you're, at this point, I wouldn't say you're a suspect, but you're a person of interest.
That sounds like we're suspects.
Well, so basically, you have to have 3 judges.
3 judges.
3 judges to score the card.
I think he said free judges, as in they don't make any money. Is that what you said? I think that's what
Judges
he
are
said.
usually paid pretty well.
Yeah, I don't know what
One.
to talk.
I mean, in my clan, a
3.
judge is pretty.
3.
It's a pretty good spot.
3 judges.
Oh, 3.
This is
Three
this
judges.
is clearly a no contest.
I see. Okay. Well, I don't know what this guy's talking about, but basically, what you're telling us is that if we clear this up for you, then we are no longer persons of interest, and we can be on our way and not have to worry about all your goddamn turnips. Is that right?
That's what I'm saying. And you see, old
Yeah,
Wolf
because
are
I
like,
mean, we need to get to Almas. Like, I don't want to stick around here.
Well, now, gentlemen, I was still going to Almas. It was Bort's caravan, and now Bort is...
Well, it sounds like it's our freaking caravan now.
whoa, wait. So you kill him off at
We didn't kill nobody. I don't know.
trying
what
to
you're
steal his
talking about.
wagon? Like,
I ain't stealing nothing. I'm making the delivery. I'm keeping the business going. And just
Well, we'll
his
find the
name.
ledger and find out who's in his will. And if he didn't have a will, we'll find out what to do with his wagons.
Yeah, it's wagons, with the stuff on it. Like some.
and the sheriff says, "All right, I'm gonna send for Lord Mubbage Cranberry." And
It's freaking cranberry.
it's the Honorable Lord Mubbage Cranberry. Yes.
Mubbage.
I didn't make the name up. It's right here in the books.
I love that name.
I feel like if that was my name, I would
Hey,
definitely
zombie.
make sure that
Good night.
Good night,
came
zombie.
before
Thanks
that.
for stopping in.
Good night, zombie. Thank you for what you do.
So
Oh, hoof hands. Oh my.
we'll send for it if you can get the info. I'll let you go. But I don't want to see this man's death go investigated. And justice
Yeah, I
needs
know
to be
you're really
brought.
concerned about it. Yep, I understand.
Yeah, we gotta fix this. Let's figure this thing out.
All right. And with that, guys, the mystery has been placed. Bort has
It
priced.
has
Poison
begun.
mystery.
Hey, how many coins did Bort have on his purse?
Bort, we will say, had
1 billion.
we'll say he had 23 gold.
Ball sack. That's
Nice.
wonderful.
That's a coin sack, sir. That's different.
So,
They're both very sacky.
very good. Very girthy with that sack.
Very sacky. That's true. Very sacky.
Yeah.
So, ladies, gentlemen, and others in the audience and friends,
True.
thank you for coming with us on this journey of
We
bar
very much appreciate
fights
it.
and uncertain deaths. So,
There was definitely certain death.
yeah,
Definitely
it's
certain.
very certain.
That was
Next.
like planned murders. What that was. That was.
Murder.
Yeah.
A very sinister death. We will pick up next Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, and you will catch us each week doing Pathfinder 2nd Edition until we finish this module, and then afterwards we may be doing some more stuff. We have a lot of things going on our channel, so I hope you guys, if you enjoyed this, stick around and check out other content. If you are
Please check
new
it out.
and you missed some of our other episodes, which this is episode 2 of Fall of Plaguestone, you can find that content on our YouTube channel, along with a lot of our other shows. And there's a chat for that. If you're not part of our Discord and you want to be part of our crew, come on,
Please join.
check it out.
Please join.
Click that link, we'll make you part of it. There's a lot of awesome people on there you can talk to, have a good time. We chat about gaming, we talk about video games, talk about hobbies of all types, and just shoot the shit. It's a good time. Lots of cool people on there. We have a good time. And just because
We have
this
like
music
200
is sad,
friggin' members.
really kind of making me feel bummed out right now, which is appropriate. I want to stop that though.
Which is friggin' appropriate.
I want to bring back the bar room. Because it's fun.
Oh boy, because
And,
it's friggin'
Well, the band started up. The man's dead. Good
I
deal.
mean, they might as well. I mean, we don't want everybody moping.
I don't know
That's
if I
right.
mentioned how good this wolf is, by the way. It's pretty tasty.
So, yeah, I'm glad you guys had fun in the chat. We had a lot of fun, too. So, coming up this week, what we have in store for you. Tomorrow, we have video game nights. We're going to be playing World War Z, probably, I'm guessing. And if you like interaction like we've been doing tonight, one of the gimmicks we do for that one is you can make us do stupid voices. And we do
We'll
it
do
all
stupid
in random
voice.
characters as we shoot zombies and try to survive. It's a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy that. And join us. That will be what time tomorrow, guys? You want to do
9, probably,
p.m.?
right?
Let's
We do 9 o'clock.
9
Makes
p.m.
much more
Central
sense.
Standard Time, and we'll get some zombie shooting in.
It'll be
We
dead zombie.
absolutely. We also
The drawing
have
for the
go
the
ahead.
drawing for the book Pika is when we hit 500 followers.
yes,
Yes.
Yes.
So
So
in
please
case that wasn't
tell
clear
your
earlier.
friends. Get
Yeah.
us to 500 followers. We will give you a book.
yep, and be sure to be a
Small
subscriber
bonus,
on the
crazy.
channel if you want to win a free Pathfinder 2nd Edition hardcore book. Boom. And we will give that out to a subscriber of this channel here on Twitch. So you have to be a subscriber, and we have to be at 500 or more followers. And whatever episode we're on, when we have those criteria met, we will roll up a random number between all the subscribers in the channel, and you will receive the book. So that'll be awesome. We have a lot of other things occurring in the near future. One of those things is our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game that Levi, a.k.a. Dick Bungle, a.k.a. England Gib.
I think the idea is we're gonna go with Elgnub.
Elgnub.
Or
I'll take it.
Elg, or Elgie, or Nubby.
Nubby? I like Nubby. We'll take a poll of the chat later. So in the Discord, if you have one of those nicknames you prefer, let us know in Discord, and we'll tally it up. But Levi, why don't you tell them about the next episode of Everstorm and what they could expect and when that is?
Saturday. Monster trucks.
10 p.m. here. We're gonna have our gentlemen are scratching the surface of the mystery that is Skeeter and his strange brothers that all seem to look just like him.
Mostly.
And so, in combining their strange tattoos, which they all seem to have in common, a number of things happen. It seems that Ibn lost all of his memories, and then we had Tonko suddenly become smart, not stupid, and then we had Buzz, who was the last one who completely vanished.
Yeah.
So, amongst
All
these
right, rest in peace.
tiny chain of islands, they believe somewhere amongst these chain of islands lives the wizard responsible for everything. And so their investigation continues.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Episode 7? 5, 7, 6?
That's
I
right,
don't know.
Blinky.
It's season 2 episode. I don't know. It's called Skeezer's Other Brothers.
Other brothers.
Nice.
Fantastic.
So I hope to see you
Join
all
us.
there, because it's a great game. We've been playing for a while. It's a long-lasting, beautiful game.
Yeah, we say episode like 5 or 6, but it's season 2, so technically it's like a little bit closer to 34 or 35.
Oh yeah, it's very nice. So what else do we have on our list of things? Well, we have a show on Monday nights, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, called The Wisdom Check, where Dustin and I, aka Clashiest down there, we bring on guests and we talk about topics that come up in Dungeons & Dragons, and tabletop gaming, and board gaming, basically anything in the hobby realm. We deal with issues that come up, and this week we're bringing on DM Various, who is Airlaser's DM, and we're going to be talking about DM preparation, basically, and being a new DM in general. So if you are trying to get started running your own games and you want some advice and tips on how to get started from people who are also DMs, we're going to be talking about it. So come join us there. It was a lot of fun. We also have all those videos in the past. Wow, we got some gift subs going on here. So
Hey.
Zaylin has received one.
Caleb, very kind.
Thank you.
Gift sub
Thank
to
you very much.
Tay.
Give it to Tay.
Nice.
Couldn't have gone to a better person.
That's right.
That's right.
Congratulations, Tay, for a gifted sub there. So we got that show, The Wisdom Check, on Monday night. Like I said, you can find those past episodes, which we have 61 episodes now, strangely enough, up on YouTube. So go check that out. And then on Tuesday nights, we have Cam's show, aka Spicy Mike, called Bardic Knowledge. Cam, tell him about that one.
Bardic freaking knowledge. So this is this guy. He does some music on a stream. He looks a lot like this. He looks very similar to this.
Usually just a little more blue.
A little more blue,
Very blue.
maybe a more of a profile look, more like
Yep,
this.
it's like that. Yep, that's the one.
Anyway, this guy makes
Run
freaking
away
music.
from the camera.
It's a little bit further. It's like this.
It's just so you see the really chiseled chin.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the chin.
Yeah.
It's the chin.
He wanted a
Any-
profile there of his cheeks.
Anyway, so
He's got a sharp jaw.
this friggin' guy makes
Yeah.
the music, and he makes it for the Everstorm game. He's making themes for all the characters. It's not so bad. He's not so bad at it, I guess. He's okay. So he making some alright music for this stuff.
It's
And,
good music. I'm a big
it's-
fan.
it's-
Team
Yeah.
Bardic Knowledge.
It is.
I think I just heard him say Team Bardic Knowledge.
I did.
I fully agree.
Kid is Bardic Knowledge.
I fully agree. But please check it out. We're making lots of music. It's very orchestral. It's-
Apparently you can wash your dishes while listening to it.
You can.
Yes,
tried
yes. DM Levi
Really
has tried it. He can assure you that it is good for that.
It is
so
very
please
good.
tune in 8 p.m. Central Time on a Tuesday, and we'll make some friggin' beautiful music together. How about that?
It's nice. I really enjoy that show. We also have another show that we can't really tell you when it is because just like Dig Bungle's Magic, it is random and wild.
It is wild.
Levi runs in our show called DM to Art, and it is our other artistic endeavor, and it is wonderful. And do you have any way of telling them when that happens?
Sunday.
This Sunday. Okay.
This Sunday, we're gonna do it in 6 to 8, and it's possible that we'll be almost done with Fulcrum, but like close, like so close to being done.
Nice. So
I finally got all of his tattoos done, and that
looks
took
awesome.
a while.
they look
It looks really
good.
cool.
I had to catch it when I was doing the editing for the video, because I missed some of it live. But yeah, that was freaking cool.
The
Like,
majority of the tattoos were done off stream, so when I come back, you guys will suddenly see all this progress on that.
oh, beautiful.
When
Very
you come
cool.
back on Sunday, we're going to be working on skin tones, so it'll suddenly look three-dimensional.
Hell yeah. So yeah, he is working on all the portraits for our characters in that 5th edition game, and they are kick-ass, and he goes through and he shows you how he's doing the art, some of the techniques, and he teaches a little bit about Photoshop. So it is pretty kick-ass. I really enjoy those shows, not just because they're on our channel, but I genuinely really enjoy them. We also have some other stuff going on. We have a Dungeon Crawl Classic situation coming up that Dustin's going to tell us about.
That's right. April 23rd. That is 1 week from tomorrow.
Is it?
Four
God, that comes up quick.
of the brave souls here at Tabletop to Keyboard are going to be taking on the roles of 4 level 4 Dungeon Crawl Classics characters.
Oh, isn't this
We have
next week?
Keith the Thief, Eric the Cleric, Gizzard the Wizard, and Alberdeen Deeble Rumple Van Cannonguard the Third. Who are going to be taking on the dungeon known as the Black Heart of Feculon the Undying. Yeah, that's right.
I wonder who that last one is.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
they're all loony.
But so yeah, they're going to be.
You don't have to
Dwarf.
change your voice for that game, do you?
No, you can use the same voice.
No. The voice is going to be the fist voice. That's
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
he's going to do that one.
going to be the fist.
So here's the deal. We are one of 4 streams that are doing the same exact dungeon. And we get to kick things off on Thursday, April 23rd, 9 p.m. Central Time. It's 4-hour sessions technically, but I promise you I won't need more than 2 hours. This thing is
Not
brutal.
cool.
Yeah, we're not
No,
going
no,
to
no,
make it long.
Get dominated.
Yeah. So a few things I want to put out there just so that it's aware. Dungeon Crawl Classics is a very kind of old school game in the way that it's put together. It's very brutal. It's the deadliest game in town. That's like one of their mottos. But because we have 3 other streams who are going to be running the exact same dungeon after we run it, it's important that if you come watch our show, that you don't backseat game at the
Yeah,
next
don't
one.
spoil it.
Don't spoil it for the other groups going through. This is a tournament. There's official scoring. Me and the other 3 judges, one from each of the streams, who's the judge is what you call the DM in DCC tournaments. We have a specific list of criteria that you gain and lose points based on what you do and don't do throughout the dungeon. And so everyone's attempting to get points. So anything that you would spoil would be giving one team points that the other team didn't have the same opportunity to get. So it's important that obviously none of the players go out and look up the dungeon
Absolutely,
or watch any videos or anything like that on it. Come in this thing as fresh as you can. Come here, please watch, have a good time, and then go watch the other teams too. If
Absolutely.
you watch it here, you can still go watch it there. Just don't spoil anything.
Except nobody's gonna get as far as us.
Yeah, don't
That's probably
spoil
not true.
anything.
I'm looking
And
forward to
I-
watching them
probably
run
not
through it.
true.
It's going to be great.
I was a cleric and I still couldn't find a way to fucking heal people. I'm just saying.
Did you notice that?
I don't think it's in the game.
Did you notice that your god is Cthulhu? Did
Yep.
you notice that your deity is Cthulhu? So I mean, I don't know where the heals are coming from, but you know, so
You
that's
know.
going to be a week from tomorrow, 9 p.m. We're going to kick this thing off. It's us the Defenders of Kobold, who are going to start it on that Saturday. We have Dragons in the Dining Room, who I don't think they've given us a start date yet, but I think they're going to be after Defenders of Kobold at some point. And then I think Grouch Couch being DM'd by the Liching Hour. The Lich is running it for some members of the Grouch Couch.
Hey, we got a follow. Thank you, Master
Thanks for the follow.
Actio.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So,
Appreciate it.
we are super excited.
You.
I have been converting the entire dungeon into Roll20 maps so that my group will have a map to walk around on.
Nice.
And they're going to hate every minute of this.
We won't need to use it for long because we'll all be dead.
Absolutely, most likely.
Perchance when Bort died, did we level up to 2?
I will look at the experience gains.
I think we should get XP for that kill. I'm just saying.
You'll get XP for the kill. I'll look it up. You'll get for the bar fight too. So yeah, we got that to look forward to.
Kill. I said die. I wasn't
We saw the rolls. We saw the rolls.
Yeah, we saw
We
it.
know how it happened.
There was also a highlighted question from Airlaser earlier we kind of went past. So Airlaser wanted to know if we were able to have a longer Pathfinder 2 session on April 29th. We will consider it. I will run by the guys. We'll see what's going on at that time, and we might run later.
Why later? I'm confused.
What's
Just a request. Just a request.
Okay.
So,
All right.
I don't know.
You mean you want to run longer or
Yeah.
We can't really
start later?
We can't really start earlier, so
Yeah.
because I
We'll
work
see.
every Wednesday till 9:30, so 10 o'clock's about as early as we can go.
Yep. So we'll consider it, and we'll get back to you on that. And then want to make sure you check out the stream team. There's panels down below that tell you about them. Make sure you're checking them out, going to their streams, show them some support. We have merch you could check out. Lots of fun shirts and all kinds of other wacky stuff on there.
Apparently, we
and-
need some track pants with Levi's face on the butt.
Oh yes. Oh
It's
yes.
been requested.
Levi's
It's
face
weird.
with beard.
Yeah.
What if it's your face with the beard?
Oh, that might be nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Should I
And-
reshoot my thing with the marker?
Yes.
It'd still be bought.
It's so good. And then I guess the last thing I want to say before we kind of outro out here, unless I'm missing something else, is we want to make sure that you guys go and check out art by David Lee Pancake. He is my dad. He is a 3D artist. He makes mostly dragons, so very good sculptures. I know I'm his son, so that sounds biased, but he wins all
I am
kinds
not
of
his
awards.
son, and they are fantastic.
Yeah, and he has.
He's
Thank you.
legitimately won Best in Show, like at
Many
major
times.
conventions. Even like, what did he get at Gen? It wasn't he like Best Sculpture in Gen Con?
Yep,
Best 3D art, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a room
And it's like-
upstairs with just awards everywhere. And so we are typically going to conventions to sell all of his artwork, and we usually go to about 50 conventions a year, gaming conventions. And as you expect with the coronavirus, that's not happening. So he is and my mom have lost 100% of their income as a result. And I know it's a tough time for a lot of people, but anything can help. And buying some artwork is helping yourself as
Get
well.
some art.
So if you go check that out, alternatively, if you just want to support them, there is a Patreon. So if you go on there, there are some great things on there. You can get discount codes. You can get behind the scenes videos of them making the artwork. You can also get some, yeah, that's great. You can also get some other perks on there as well. Some unique items are only sold to patrons. And one of the signature items he has are these giant dragon heads. They're
awesome.
mounted like a trophy. So like you think of it as like taxidermy deer heads, these are dragons. And those are the big sellers that people like. And if you would like one, but you'd like to do it on a layaway, we have a system on the Patreon where you can do that. So basically you chip away at it. Once you get the cost, we send it on out to you. So it's pretty awesome. So definitely go check it out, see what you like on there, and see if you can support if you can. That would be much appreciated. We'd really love that. So I think that's everything I could think of to plug. And is there anything else I'm missing?
I think that's it.
Thank God, because that is a longer list every time.
It's too much.
Yeah, it is way
It's a
too much.
lot.
I don't know how we can trim it down.
We,
But,
we need to
we will.
write a script and just hit it.
bam, 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 bam. So thank you everyone for coming tonight. Do we have a raid target by chance?
Oh, I hadn't looked for one yet.
I want to make sure that we pass the love on if anyone's still running. I know it's late.
Absolutely. It is late, but
Because we like
Let
to
me-
pay it forward And we appreciate all the raids earlier tonight. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was nice.
everybody.
It was
and the
very nice.
rehosts and the
Very
new
nice.
follows. Thank you so much for that. Subscriptions, the gift subscribes, the donations, all that stuff is super appreciated. It's going to allow us to do a lot of cool stuff,
Thanks for
like do more giveaways.
Time with us.
Yeah.
Tune in tomorrow for a bunch of zombie deaths.
So much zombie death. Hopefully not.
Be
so
lots
much
of zombies dying.
Hell yeah.
I think we're gonna head over and catch up with Maddie Morgs.
Maddie
All
Morgs.
right.
All right, so come join
Let's
us.
do it.
Any idea what they're doing over there?
So it says Dungeons and Dragons, but I won't know
Oh,
until
yeah.
we get there.
Or watching
Hell
some
yeah.
dragons with a dungeon in them.
Nice.
Yep.
So let's keep the party.